Good afternoon. It is 5:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs Studios. Titans General Manager Mike Borgonzi met with the media earlier today and was asked what makes the Titans head coaching job attractive for the candidates.
Good people in the building. I think we have a young rookie quarterback that is ascending. I think we have a young nucleus of players that you can build on here that have started to kind of build this culture the way we want it to be. Jeff Simmons. I mean, who wouldn't want to coach Jeff Simmons on defense? The city of Nashville, and we have a new stadium coming. So there's a lot of really good positive things. This will be a really attractive place for a coach.
In NFL news, a couple of coordinator changes as the Commanders have decided to part ways with both OC Cliff Kingsbury and DC Joe Witt Jr. And the Cowboys decided to move on from DC Matt Eberflus. Tonight, number 21 Tennessee basketball back in action as they host Texas at the Food City Center. Tip off at 8. You can catch the Vol Network call the game right here on The Zone at 7:30. For our foundation repair, whatever needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Babsy is back.
I'm back, baby.
Miranda Lambert filled in for you yesterday, although she said nothing.
Well, that's okay. It's better that way.
And then you just kicked her to the curb. She's over there in the corner.
Sorry, Miranda.
We love you and all,
See ya.
but you're over there. Slay Dog is in Charlotte. He's going to check in momentarily. He went to get a sandwich. Which will surprise no one. Some SEC basketball coming up tonight, and we'll talk with Slay Dog about it. Georgia at Florida. Georgia ranked 18th. Florida, though, favored by 9.5 in this matchup. South Carolina at LSU. LSU's 12-2, but they're 4-2 in their last 6. They're favored by 7.5. Texas A&M at Auburn. Auburn favored by 7.5. They need a win. They're 2-3 in their last 5.
Ugh.
Although Keyshawn Hall, if y'all haven't been watching him, averaging 20 points and 8 boards per game. Auburn is his 4th team in 4 seasons. UNLV, George Mason, UCF, and then Auburn. But 20 and 8 he is putting up right now. Texas at
sometimes you just need the right spot.
That's right. Texas at number 21, Tennessee. Tennessee favored by 10.5. Talk about a team that needs a win. Balls 3-4 in their last 7 games. That one at 8 o'clock on ESPN2. Can people hear it here, Zeph Dog?
Yes, 7:30 is when the pregame starts. Tip off at 8.
Also, top 25 matchups, a couple worth noting. Number 6, Duke at number 20, Louisville. Duke favored by 1.5, 6 o'clock on ESPN. Duke's D has been lacking lately. They're giving up 82.3 points per game in their last 3. So that one will be a battle. 14, Texas Tech at 7, Houston. Houston favored by 6.5, 8 o'clock on FS1. All that coming up. The Grizzlies have Wemby in town. Wemby Yamba.
Yeah.
The Spurs are at the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. And Wemby has missed the last 2 games, but he did make the trip. So if people are on the road toward the FedEx Forum to see that dude, he is listed as questionable officially. But the thought is he will play tonight. He did practice on Monday fully. And he is there. So
He'll at least be there.
Get an opportunity to see that freak show. Shout out to Montana State and Illinois State for putting on an absolute show last night in the FCS national title game at Vanderbilt Stadium. Montana State won 35-34, a 14-yard touchdown pass on 4th and 10 in overtime.
Oh.
Gets it done. Babsy was there on the sideline. It looked great on television.
Oh, it was amazing. It was such a great crowd. Shout out to all the Montana State fans that might still be in the bed at this point because I saw about 15,000 of them walking from Vanderbilt down to Broadway. First national championship in 41 years.
Yeah, 1984, the only time they've ever won it, and they get it done. Illinois State had never won it, and we're unseeded going in.
Cinderella, baby.
And was in position to win. Get a stop on 4th and 10, you win.
The ball ended.
Here's the thing, all those Montana State people, and Mary Annie, Moonshine went to Montana, so he is not a fan of Montana State at all. But
no, he's probably in depression today.
He said, he goes, the people from Montana coming down here, they're going to light Broadway up.
And they did.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. And unfortunately for them, Broadway closes at like 3 a.m, so they have to go home for at least a little bit. We had Ty Halpin, the director of NCAA Division I football, on the show yesterday. And one of the questions was, this is a 2-year deal for Nashville, right? So they'll play this game, the FCS National Championship game, again at Vanderbilt next year. Then it's going up for bid in February to see where they're going to go beyond that. So forever they were in Frisco, Texas. Forever before that they were in Chattanooga. Now it looks like they're going to move the thing around and try to get some money that way. I did note this, Taco Dowler with the catch to win it in the end zone, and I wanted to bring him up because I know he is a star, and I know that you like him.
I love him.
And I love his name, Taco.
Now that's not his real given name.
Yeah,
I forget his given name, but it's not good. So I can totally see why
Was he
would.
born on Tuesday? And they were just like, hey, Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, no. No, he just saw a Taco Bell sign when he was a kid and said, I want to go buy taco. I'm 100% serious. Wow. And his dad was like, okay. And he
could
was
have had
Taco
like
forever.
the first NIL deal. He could have been Taco Bell Dowler, like as a kid.
That would have been
And just grown up
unreal.
that way.
Yeah. So
They would
he's
have paid him to do that.
listed. Yes. So he's listed at 5'9", 170. There ain't no way, dude, is 5'9",
That's like Pavia.
170.
Pavia on ESPN.com is listed as 6 feet tall. I'm like, dude, we were with him at media days.
Yeah, he's not either. I mean, that's
a little bit taller than you.
I'm 5'7" on my volleyball roster height.
What does your doctor have you at?
5'4". So, but my doctor's
it goes
wrong.
down.
His real name is
My doctor's
McLean.
McLean, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I like Taco.
So
I'd
So
come up with
McLean
a
thing?
new nickname too. But can we talk about that kid? Because you look at him, he's like skinny, 5'7" white dude, right? If I saw him, so I interviewed him after the game and he was like, let me grab my fiance, grabs his fiance. I felt like I was interviewing like my kids. They looked, they're so little, so cute, so young. They look like they're in high school. And if you look at him,
Like Zeph and Alyssa?
yes, very similar. But you look at him and you're like, there's no way he's a player. There's no way. That dude has such an unbelievable feel for space. He's so shifty. He's so quick. So his brother's Caden Dowler, who is a safety for Montana State, who ended up, he dislocated his shoulder in the semifinal game against Montana and then tried to play, and another hit put it out again.
Dislocated shoulder, yeah.
It's just hard. Like, he's going to have surgery here at the end of the season. So he tried to play. The medical staff, by the way, when he heard it again last night, the medical staff was like, come on, let's go in the locker room. He was like, nope, I'm playing. Went out there for another possession.
Jeez.
Just before the half. And I'm like, dude, he couldn't even move his shoulder.
Whether
or
you know
arm.
anything about either team or any of that, like, those are the stories, man.
Yeah. But this Taco kid, you guys, I mean, his brother said it. He was like, ever since he was a kid, and these two have played, on the same team for their entire lives. They're attached at the hip. Like, one of their teammates told me they're like the possums in Ice Age. What are the possums' names? I forget, but they're like the crazy possums in the movie Ice Age that just mess with
Do you
everybody.
think I've seen
That's
Ice
them.
Age?
I don't know. Anyway, somebody
Well, the answer
in
is
our
no.
chat will tell me what the possums' name are. But anyway, and so I worked that semifinal game against Montana. Montana State was struggling. It was the second half, and it was a touchdown pass, ended up going 87 yards right to the middle of the field to Taco, that I was like, how in the hell did that kid catch it and then break free? I mean, he's every single time that team needed a big play, like, here comes the kid who looks like he's in 8th grade. Who
Does
you
he have any
never would
eligibility
think.
left?
Yeah. He's a junior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I wonder if somebody saw him. You know what I mean?
I
know he's small,
I
but
get it. He's tiny.
But
I'm telling you, his feel for his vision, his feel for the field, just what he's able to do in space. Like,
there's that little slot receiver dude for
Unbelievable.
Georgia that everybody's in love with and can play in the NFL, but he's tiny like that. You
I mean,
remember?
like a few years ago or this year?
It was either this year or last year. I can't remember.
Because they have London Humphreys.
Yeah, he's from CPA. He's big.
Yeah.
I've known him forever.
Are you talking about you're not talking about the transfer from USC?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zachariah Branch?
Yes.
Zachariah Branch.
Dude.
He's like 5'8", right?
He's bigger than Taco.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, he's small.
Great crowd last night. So that was a cool little event. Not little event. That was a cool event. 2 quarterbacks combined for 591 yards, 6 touchdown passes, 2 rushing touchdowns, so 8 overall touchdowns and no interceptions. So
I got my first F-bomb dropped on my post-game interview.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Justin Lampson, the quarterback. I grabbed him for a quick post-game for radio.
That does not surprise me because
beep and love this team.
The first touchdown, he got up and screamed something, and I was like, uh-oh, this guy's going to be something.
He's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might remember him. He was at Stanford, pretty high recruit, went to Stanford, then transferred to Syracuse, never got a chance, and then ended up at Montana State. He was kind of a mental case, like, early in his career. And
no kidding. The guy that dropped the F-bomb on television?
Yeah. But he's got that under control. He's got a leadership and mental head coach or coach.
Mental coach. We all need that. The GM speaks.
I know.
Titans head coaching search, college football playoff notes, NFL notes, transfer portal notes, all coming up today. Also, Slay Dog is going to check in from Charlotte in the next segment. Chris Lowe is in Arizona in advance of the VRBO Fiesta Bowl. 10-seed Miami, 6-seed Ole Miss. By the way, college football playoff stat for you. How many 5-star players does each of the 4 remaining teams have? This is going to shock no one when I read this, okay? 5-seed Oregon has 5 5-star players on their roster, okay? 10-seed Miami has 3. 6-seed Ole Miss, this might surprise you, only has 1.
Does surprise me.
1-seed Indiana, who's smoking everybody, 0. Goose egg. You hold up the 0 sign before I said it. 0.
Just like Johnny Manziel's film study.
0. HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. Titans official interview requests. There are other names that are getting involved. Let's see. Let me go back because I don't think I wrote them all down.
I don't know what to think.
Matt Nagy, Kansas City offensive coordinator. Vance Joseph, Broncos defensive coordinator. Steve Spagnuolo, Chiefs defensive coordinator. Lou.
Hasn't Vance interviewed for this job like 2 times now?
I think he might be right.
Yeah.
Lou Anarumo, Colts defensive coordinator. Raheem Morris, former Falcons head coach. Also, Washington offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, who they mutually parted ways today. There was apparently a big divide on thought of direction offensively for the team and for the quarterback. And it led to the parting of ways. So I wonder, is it easier for Cliff Kingsbury to get a head coaching job without a job? Or, does this affect anything for him?
I don't think so.
No, honestly, it probably makes it easier for him to interview because
timing-wise,
now teams don't have to jump through hoops to request and get permission.
Mm-mm.
He can just go interview.
So apparently the disagreements were in, at least reports out there, or in the balance of run pass.
Balance of run pass and what they wanted to do specifically with the quarterback.
Yeah.
So Dan Quinn put himself out there because guess who the quarterback liked? Cliff Kingsbury.
The OC.
So I think some of the other reports, they called Kingsbury's offense college style, and so you know exactly where they got that from.
Yeah.
Also, Browns former coach Kevin Stefanski on the list as well. A little bit later, I'm going to get your take on some news that happened over the weekend. I always say the Titans like to put things out in a forest. Let's pick a holiday weekend. Maybe everybody will forget and move on. No, we didn't. From Adam Schefter over the weekend, Tennessee has restructured its front office to have Titans general manager Mike Borgonzi spearhead the team's head coaching search and control the team's 53-man roster. He now will report directly to Titans owner Amy Adams Strunk. Chad Brinker will continue to oversee the salary cap, research and development, and analytics. So a clear divide on job responsibilities there. We've been asking, everybody's been asking, for an organizational flowchart forever. Mm-hmm. That's what this is. Neither person's title changes, but there is now a clear delineation of duties, and the two men agreed to the adjusted front office format. We have a Titans organizational flowchart. We're going to get your take on that in just a little bit. When we come back, we'll talk some SEC basketball. Ron Slay joins us next, 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Want to look and feel better about yourself? 2026 can be the year your hair can be fuller and thicker. What's happening is Big Slay, and I went to We Grow Hair, grew my hair back, and it was the biggest confidence booster ever. Now, you got to understand, man, the people are going to be seeing you at different forms. We're on stream all day, get a little couple of TV hits. You're out in public all the time. You want to have that confidence. You can do that, too. All you got to do is call them right now at 615-376-6010. We Grow Hair right here in Nashville for almost 30 years with proven solutions that work. Backed by the only company I trust to help your thinning hair. That's We Grow Hair. And fast 45-minute laser and PRP treatments for men and women. No one else in Tennessee has the ARTIS robotic FUE procedure, and We Grow Hair's high-density hair transplants that give you 2 times more hair in one procedure. Call them now at 615-376-6010. Go to WeGrowHair.com for your free consultation right now.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Brent Nordic, Babsy Davenport. With you until 6 o'clock. We got a lot to get to today, man. I was talking about yesterday drinking from a fire hose. And, people are getting in there like, when are you going to talk about Vanderbilt? They're undefeated and all this stuff. And I get it. I understand that. You want us to talk about your favorite team. And just let me use this time to tell you that we will get to everything. And if we don't, call us or let us know. But,
yeah. I had an Ole Miss fan that was mad that we weren't talking about Ole Miss, actually, because we weren't on the air.
What about when you were on the sideline on ESPN, but you weren't, and people were, some guy scalded you?
Yeah, he said, "Oh yeah, I see you at the FCS championship, putting your full face in front of the camera. We see you," and I was like, "Well, considering I was on radio, there is no camera."
Yeah, part of that's on me because I spent all day yesterday,
buddy.
yeah, saying that you would be on the sideline for ESPN. So that's part of that's on me.
Oh.
Him being an ass, not on me.
Yes, no, that's
Slay Dog is in Charlotte. What up, big man?
What's happening, y'all? What's going on? What's good?
I know we have
How are you?
4 SEC basketball games tonight that you're going to be diving into.
Yes, we do. What's up, Babsy?
Network.
Off World Tour.
I know, right? Now you're going on it.
She got her little sweatshirt that Zeph gave me and you yesterday.
I want to see
I
it.
love it.
It says Babs on it.
It's
So-
Babs.
Oh, okay.
If you're watching, you can see it.
Just for Babsy.
I've got a Sharpie.
No,
Yeah, we
you're
can
the
draw
only one who
the
calls me Babsy.
we can draw the line.
Sometimes I'll type Babsy and it'll turn into baby, and then I have to
Yes.
edit it real fast.
And it is weird. I'm like,
I'm not your baby. The dingo ain't your baby. Slay on the SEC Network desk tonight. You can check him out there. You going to be looking fly?
I am, man. I'm gonna be real. I'm in the running, man, for flyness. I think they just put a some kind of they just put some kind of category out. You know what I mean? The flyers out there. So I sent that over to my guy Street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Street hit me with some heat. Good gosh, I thought I was already fly, but now with this heat that Street is presenting. Good golly, man! Hey, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you this right now, and this is just to save my home front. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start rolling with security because I feel like, I feel like my New Year's resolution was to take sections from a 9 to like a 14, which is out of the roof, which is kind of like out of the stratosphere, and Street is helping me do that. So. You know what I mean? In order to save my happy home, I'm gonna get security. They will all have brooms because they're gonna have to beat these people off me with a broom. That's how fly I'm gonna be.
Man, in all seriousness, if you'd have had security, we would not have the little what's her name? The Chunky Junkie story.
No, she probably would have beat them. She would have beat them.
You think so?
Yeah, she was like MacGyver. Anybody that can pull off what she did, that was
she's
next level.
MacGyver in jail now, so
Yeah, she got caught. She did it too many times. Nobody told her to keep being MacGyver.
Yeah, she's got superpowers. That's the problem with her. South Carolina at LSU. Let's start with this one, Slay Dog. LSU favored by 7.5, 6 o'clock on ESPNU. LSU's 12-2, but 4-2 in their last 6. What do they have going on?
Yeah, LSU gonna be fine, man. They're coming into conference play. Didon Thomas Jr. missed last game, so that was a struggle for them. I think they'll be just fine. They got some athletic guys. Nwoko is leading the conference in field goal percentage down low. The transfer from Mississippi State. One reason why they're kind of struggling in the front court, Mississippi State that is. But continue to build. McMahon. Matt McMahon.
that's
the coach
From Murray State.
Yeah, man.
that name's getting you.
It is. He's put together a good group, man. And if they can continue to stay healthy, they're gonna be fine. So I expect them to pull it out. South Carolina, they just missing some pieces, man. At some point, their pocketbook got to open up a little larger. And I don't think it's just for basketball either. As you look at see what Beamer's got going on the other end. So
Do you think they
Don
finished
Staley the only
last?
one able to put it together.
Do you think they finished last in the SEC, South Carolina?
Ooh.
Is it too soon?
I would think so. I would think so. Yeah, I think so, man. It's a lot of talent, man. I think they kind of lack a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's going to be a grind this year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The three other games are pretty good tonight. Texas A&M at Auburn by 7.5, 8 o'clock SEC Network. Man, they almost got it done against Georgia. Yeah, the intentionally missed free throw and then the bucket at the buzzer to put it in overtime, but Georgia gets the win. Auburn needs a win. They're 2-3 in their last 5. But here's the guy I want to ask you about, Keyshawn Hall, averaging 20 points, 8 boards per game. His fourth team in 4 seasons. He went from UNLV to George Mason to UCF and now at Auburn. Tell me about him.
He's a problem. That young man can play. He can play the 3. He can play the 4. It's really no way to stop him. He had an ankle injury earlier that kind of hampered him a little bit, but he seems to be back healthy, back doing the things that he do. He's a mismatch for anybody smaller than him. He takes them inside and outside. He does the same thing for guys that are bigger than him. The problem is sharing the ball. I think you got so many guys that can score in that starting 5 between him, Overton, and Tahad Pettiford. And Elijah Freeman coming off the bench, they all make it kind of difficult as far as getting the shots. So shot selection is going to be key for them. I was surprised you just said they're 7.5 point favorite.
Yeah.
Listen, man, that's all because of the jungle.
Yeah.
That's the sole reason for that, because Texas A&M is a really good team. The way they're going to play, they play about 9 to 10 guys. They try to turn you over. They give you an old school feel of Rick Pitino when he used to press and change guys in, kind of like Nolan Richardson did as well. This bucky ball is a real thing. And Auburn, who only goes probably 7 deep, and that may even be stretching it, they get in foul trouble or start turning the ball over, this could get ugly. So it's going to be imperative that they take efficient shots. Their shot selection got to be key, man. They can't let A&M get out and run, because that pressure is going to be nonstop if they're up 10 or if they're down 10.
All right, so big picture with Auburn, just stepping back from game to game, how is the Stephen Pearl project going?
It is rolling right along, Babsy. It's
so weird.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a week to week situation with Steven, as far as how do you grade him? How does he have the thing that made Bruce Pearl so great was he always knew the pulse of his team.
Yeah.
Whether it needed to be shaken up, whether he needed to pull somebody to the side, whether he needed to light a fire on them, whether he needed to sit back. I think that's going to be the most difficult part for Steven coming into this, is knowing what the pulse of that team is, because you don't have necessarily that veteran leadership that Bruce always had. You got so many new parts and so many different guys that haven't been there, besides Tahad, who was in a 6-man role last year, who's been thrust into this starting spot with nobody else kind of to lean on from that group that returned from last year from a Final Four appearance. So that's the difficult spot, man. It's for him to stay close in games, to me, is a win if he has a grace period for this year, if that makes sense.
Does he demand, maybe demand's not the right word, does he get respect from the players?
I think so. I think so. The question will be, does he get respect from the players in the waning moments of games?
Yeah.
That's where I think that's where Bruce was able to grab guys, have their attention, all eyes on him, nobody looking off in the stands or looking at another player or saying, you know what, man, I'll just take this and go. People sticking to the script. Bruce had a great deal with that. So
and trusting him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they knew it. And it was built up over time. So that's the thing, man. This learning on the fly thing is different, especially in a league that's unforgiving like this, where other people know you got veteran coaches that are more established. So when it comes down to those last moments in the game, if a referee is looking, we keep talking about the referee looking at him, are they looking at the other coach and there's a veteran, I'm probably gonna nod at the veteran. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be the tough
Which
part.
isn't necessarily fair, but it is.
No, it's not.
It is what
no,
it
it's
is.
not.
But usually, if you're someone like Brees Pearl, you're in a different conference starting out, cutting your teeth as a head coach.
That's a tough place to do all that.
Right.
It's kind of gone as you said it would. That it would be kind of an adjustment period and up and down. And it's tough. SEC's tough.
It is.
Number 18, Georgia at Florida. Florida favored by 9.5. I wanted to ask you about Jeremiah Wilkinson. He had 31 points for the Bulldogs against Auburn. We were just talking about in that overtime win. Florida 5-4 in their last 9. Should we be concerned about them?
If those guards don't play well for Florida, yes. Getting 10.5 points on the road is kind of crazy to me. But I think that's how much respect Florida's front court gets coming into this matchup. You're expecting a guy like Boogie Flan and Xavier Lee to be able to play up to their potential to kind of neutralize the guard play that they have in Mike White with Georgia. Like he's loaded. They got a guy, Smurf Millender, who is that can go get it. You just talked about Wilkinson. He can go get it. They got a slew of guys. Blue Kane is another guy that seems like he's been around forever. He's a guy that's helping lead these guys. Plus, they got a plethora of guys coming off the bench that can all go. Cannon Catchings, Tamika Catchings' nephew, is a sharpshooter and can get it going, who's in a little slump right now, but at any minute can explode out. Surreal is one of the most dominant big men. I can't wait to see him and Chinaloo match up against each other. These are two Herculean-built people that are going to go at each other. And I hope the refs don't call no fouls. I hope they just let them go at it, man. This is going to be fun to watch. So it's interesting to see what they'll do if the guards can neutralize their guard. Door. I'm back. It opened up the door to Todd Pettiford filing out of that game against Georgia, opened up the door for Georgia guards to go ahead and close the game, and that's exactly what they did. So if Florida guys don't play, C.J. Ingram off the bench, if these guys don't come with it, then Georgia keep this thing close, and anything can happen down the stretch of the game.
Especially down low, as you pointed out, that's going to be where this game is probably decided. And it makes us think about this.
I love when the big fellas get down there and pitch a tent.
Yeah. You better believe it. you better believe it. This is going to be one of them games. The front court. Man, I'm telling y'all, Samanto Surreal he's exactly what his name is. He is for real. Surreal is for real. Like this dude here, man, I don't remember a guy out this big. This is who I thought Felix Okpara could be.
Yeah.
Like the shot blocking and intimidation of blocking shots and protecting the rim is crazy. So just, man, keep your eyes on this matchup. Surreal and Condon versus Surreal versus Chinaloo for Florida. It's gonna be a fun matchup.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
On the Zone TV feed. It's funny. Dawn's sweater looks Auburn orange in here, but it looks Tennessee orange on the feed.
It is Auburn orange.
She always representing for me. That's all it is.
Speaking of, Texas at number 21, Tennessee. Tennessee favored by 10.5. 8 o'clock on ESPN2. Vols need to win. They're 3-4 in their last 7. What should the concern factor be for Tennessee fans with this basketball team right now?
Nothing. But really? outside of making free throws and turnovers, that should be it. I think
you don't put a number on it, Slay? Like concern level 7.
Like 1 to 10?
No, let me tell you why. The reason I don't put if it was, I put a 3 on it. And the reason being, I think people are forgetting how good Arkansas was. Like this isn't the Musselman Arkansas. This is Calipari Arkansas, and they got a guard in Darius Acup Jr., who we've been raving about over and over, and saying this man is he's deserving to be in that realm of John Wall, Derrick Rose, Tyler Ulis, like all of these great guards that he's had. Like he deserves to be in that role. So, and they've been battle tested. and they were playing at home. And y'all spanked them last year on Rocky Top. Like, people don't forget that. The people, what is this man talking about, man? See, I just try to order some. Listen, man.
What
Just try
happened?
to order my little Chick-fil-A, man, and then, see, instead of going to go get my sandwich, now the man at the wrong door, he talking about the elevator say 9. He only speaks Spanish. Come on, man.
Do you need to go get your food, Slay?
No, they need to bring me my food. That's what you pay them for.
Well, you try to figure that out. I did note this. Jacoby Gillespie is averaging 18.3 points and 6.5 assists in his last 4 games, playing really well. Meanwhile, 5-star freshman Nate Ament, 4 of 18 from 3 in his last 5 games. A couple of storylines there for Tennessee.
Yeah, but this is so the free throws is one thing. When you look at who Tennessee is, the front court, Brazil, Nick Pringle, Ewan, they just outplayed Tennessee. It is what it is. And you know exactly. I gave a nod to Arkansas's backcourt to be able to beat Tennessee. The front court was what was going to neutralize it, and they couldn't do it. So coming into this matchup versus Texas, it's a little bit different. The style of play is different. Sean Miller is a little bit more methodical about the way he plays. He wants to get the ball inside. He wants guys 2 feet to hit the paint, create, and kick it out for 3-pointers where guys not playing one-on-one outside, shooting contested threes. That's not the way they play. You would much rather them keep the ball out of the paint and have the opportunity to contest the shot, no open drives to the to the lane to get easy layups. And it's actually that simple. So my matchups in this one is the wing players, Tremont Mark and Dalen Swain versus Jacoby Gillespie and Nate Ament. Whoever wins that battle will tilt the scale, and that's who will get the victory. Now, keep in mind, Tennessee just had a 3 to 4 hour film session this week. So if you think the tension's not going to be had, you in for a rude awakening. I expect them to come out and handle business in this matchup. It's going to be very, very physical, but I expect them to be on cue, kind of like they were walking in that Louisville game.
Emmett on YouTube, Ron Slay hungry, LOL.
No, starving,
Blair,
man. Starving.
Blair Durham said, Slay, tell him to use his translate on his Uber chat.
Dude, that's what he's doing, Blair. Man, I don't know what the hell Armando is doing. Armando is just keep on writing me, talking about this ain't the... Man, how you get the wrong...
He may be in the wrong hotel. That might be...
There go my boy. There go my boy.
Oh, he's at the front door now?
Armando. Hey, there we go. 7229.
It's okay, Slay. We'll wait. We're not doing anything over here.
This is the most Slay thing ever.
This is the most Slay thing
man,
ever.
Come on, my little man, my little food stuff, man.
Okay, Slay. Slay, we'll wait.
In the shot on his Facebook. I mean, on
And
his
the cold part,
I'm
and the cold part, that wasn't even Armando. That was a lady.
That sounded
I
like
know
a
her
girl.
name ain't Armando.
Laura
Maybe
on
it is
YouTube.
Armando.
Come on, Armando.
Yeah. Sending me pictures of my dough. Come on to the dough.
Real quick, Vandy, Alabama tomorrow. We'll talk about that game tomorrow. But I did want to – I know you were talking with Nolan Smith yesterday. TSU, for those that haven't been paying attention, since the Tennessee game, they are 7-2. They're 3-1 in OVC play. They're tied for second, 1 game out. They play at Western Illinois on Thursday. Travis Harper, Aaron Nkrumah, these guys can go.
Man, they getting it done. He brought a he knew it was going to be an uphill battle, you know what I'm saying? But, man, being able to go out and get those guys to play together, hit the portal the right way, coming in and making them gel like he is. I'm telling you one thing, man. It's one thing about culture that travels, and he got the right foundation. You know what I mean? That brotherhood thing that they talk about at Duke, like these guys really carry that. That's the most important thing that you can have. So he's brought a piece of that over. And these guys all playing for each other, going on the road. They understand what the task is. And, man, it's going to be interesting to watch this OVC to see if Nolan, we'll be able to talk to him tomorrow, but see how they can pull it out and keep it rolling. But good dude, man. The energy is right. You know what I mean? He's very positive. So, it's similar to what he was as a player. So, it ain't far off from what he was.
All right, Slay Dog. I know you've got things to do and you've got food to eat. I'm glad Armando figured it out, or whoever figured it out. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't even Armando. It must have been Armando's sister or something.
Well, I mean, maybe it was Armando. Slay Dog.
Chick-fil-A Slay.
Chick-fil-A Slay.
And it ain't even got no top. Like he might have hit a little bit of my strawberry milkshake. Cause they're supposed to have a seal. I ain't got no seal on mine. Oh, what happened to that?
Oh, I don't know.
Better
Slay
watch
Dog.
out. I don't know.
Yeah, see. Come on, Babs.
Oh, I don't know.
Are you wearing a dark colored suit tonight?
Oh no, I'm light gray tonight. But I will say, man,
Watch out.
don't nobody make fun of me, man, because I think I grabbed the wrong pants.
Oh, no.
So my thighs might be a little tight, but it is what it is.
Like as in someone else's pants?
No, so I had two pairs. I had a 42 and a 40.
Oh.
I think I grabbed the 40.
Oh,
You
see,
got the
that's
skinny pants.
Yeah, the 40 is when Slay brought sexy back. The
Bingo.
42 is it's winter.
Bingo. That's exactly
So
bad.
you're going to bring sexy back tonight on the SEC Network. Those stand-ups are going to be awesome.
Yeah, thunder thighs. It'll be thunder thighs tonight.
Thanks for checking in, Slay. Appreciate you, man.
I love y'all,
Slay.
man.
Brother. There you go. This is Ron Slay. Catch him on the SEC Network tonight. When we come back, the Tennessee Titans General Manager Mike Borgonzi addressed the media today. You'll hear from him, and we'll talk about some things next. 3HL.
New year, new you. How about new windows and doors, too? Yes. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. That is who you need to call if you are in the market for replacement windows and or doors, because they will take care of you. And I get it. It's not like the number one thing on your to-do list. You really can't wait to upgrade your windows, because that was me. So I totally get it. But if you know it's something you have to do, then let's be honest. You want to make sure you do it with the best here in Nashville. Local company, local folks, voted number one by Nashville homeowners as the leading window brand in Nashville. And they've got the staff in place that cares about you and will take great care of you. I can attest, because they have replaced my windows and doors in my rental property and some in my home as well. Want to give you a good deal, and they let me do a different Dawn deal every single month. It changes every single month. So for the month of January, to start us off, payments as low as $99 per month and 50% off Pella certified labor on top of it. So give them a call, get in on this deal. They will take care of you, and you can schedule a free consultation easily online. That's PellaNashville.com.
Warren G was on the streets trying to consume. That's low-key great line right there. Because he literally could mean anything. Like maybe he wanted a snow cone or something. You know what I mean? Just had bad luck.
What's up?
Maybe you just wanted to people watch, consume the views.
Stuck. I'm all glad and swerve. Hit the curb.
Yo.
Oh. They blocked out that one line.
Babs over here dancing if y'all want to watch. YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please. You ain't missing much. My coffee's gone and I'm
You know
sad.
what? I think you've got, I'm in no way judging because I'm not allowed. But I will say it appears as if you have gotten better with your dancing over time.
I mean,
I saw a little clip from your girls' weekend.
oh, yeah. Well, how'd you see that? That is not supposed to be shown anywhere.
I think you sent it to me.
Oh, I did? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Because
I might have
your
had
friend
about,
Kirby with an eye had the same reaction when I said I saw it. I think you did it.
Might have had about 10 espresso martinis that night. So.
Or we could do it. We could just blame someone who can't defend herself because she's not here. We could blame Higby.
Yeah, it's her fault.
It was Babs' roommate for a long time, and everybody thought they were, a couple.
Oh, when I got engaged, my brother said to Mr. Babs, "Oh, wow, that's awesome. I always thought she was a lesbian with Higby." I'm like, really?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, but
it wasn't.
were you going to say something to me about it? You just assume that your sister is? I mean...
He didn't bring it up to you. He brought it up
he
to
never
Travis.
brought it up to me. He didn't bring it up till I got engaged to a man. A man. 40. I'm 40.
But no, I was like, okay, Babs is getting better at this dance thing.
Yeah.
You used to say you can dance in a chair.
I can chair dance.
Like
I'm a great chair dancer. I can't
both
make
of your halves of your body in the same kind
exactly.
of motion.
Like the upper body does not match with the lower body. So when I sit in a chair and all I have to do is the upper body, I'm great. I look like I know what I'm doing.
YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Please.
Titans, they finally have an organizational flowchart. I wanted to get your take on this because this happened over the weekend, and Slay and I talked about it at length yesterday. But Tennessee, this from Adam Schefter, Tennessee has restructured its front office to have Titans GM Mike Borgonzi spearhead the team's coaching search and control the team's 53-man roster. There will be other voices, like there will be voices at the table and things like that. But it's good to know that they've outlined that as a thing, that he is headlining the coaching search and he is in control of the 53.
Well, it's about damn time. What the hell were we doing before?
I mean, how long have we been saying, what's the flowchart? Who's doing what?
How long have I been saying stop allowing Chad Brinker to override GMs that you hire to come in and run your franchise?
So Brinker will continue to oversee the salary cap, research and development, and analytics. Like he'll be
exactly what he should do.
Like the nerd part of the business over there.
Which is perfect.
Yeah. And then
it's right up his alley.
Yeah. So now it's interesting to think about. So what's the difference between Burke Nihill and Chad Brinker now? Like, I would like to know what's the delineation of duties there.
I've always thought that Burke is more on the kind of more business, not ball side. I've always thought that.
Yes. Okay. So Brinker is business, but on ball.
Ball side. Yeah. I've always looked at Burke as more.
And Burke's going to be business within the company.
Correct.
Okay.
That's how I've looked at it.
Yep.
But then,
I just want to talk through it.
But people have
true.
brought it up too because Burke was put out on a podium talking about the hire of Rand Carthon back when they put him in as GM.
Yes, and to your
so
point,
people are like, "Oh, wait, okay, Burke Nihill has
football responsibility,
football decisions and responsibilities." I haven't really felt that's his.
I think there was a
lane.
time where he was in on that stuff, but I think what you just said is right about him running the business side of things for like the company
franchise and I think the company and that with that comes a lot of stuff.
I think he's been under that kind of net for a while.
Yeah.
And removed himself from the football side of things a while ago. They just haven't done these two guys this clearly defined, at least publicly.
That confusion right there that you were just going through that a lot of people had with anybody that's been in those three positions is part of the problem. Like, if nobody can just look at you and be like, okay, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? How can you, like, figure that out internally?
Well, but they've always said, they know what it is internally. And my
Have
whole
they?
thing is
It doesn't feel like it.
I mean, well, Zeph, maybe they have, and you had the wrong person in charge internally. That could be the case.
I don't think they got
just hypothetically.
I think they got the right guy now in Borgonzi.
Agree. And listening to him speak today, that was today, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
10
like
a.m.
that-
this morning.
I feel like that was like a week ago.
Long day.
Today's
Bev?
been a long day. Yeah.
It's been a long month.
Back from holiday stuff.
I know. Anyway, but just listening to him speak today, I feel like he's very comfortable with where it is now. He's in charge. He's the guy. Now listen, with being in charge, and there's no confusion as to what's going on from a tier standpoint inside. Like, it's on you if you hire the wrong coach. It's on you. It's completely on you if things don't work. Because
I love that this is out there,
you
though,
have
for that reason.
full say and
Autonomy,
full responsibility.
basically.
Yes, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, and if you want to hear advice from people, you can solicit that.
Which he absolutely
But you
will.
don't have to go by it or anything like that. Yeah, so Emmett points out Nihill dealing with the new stadium as well. Oh, for sure. That's his baby.
Big time. Yep.
That's
And it
his
is
baby.
going to be amazing. By the way, not to veer off, but that's what we do. So I worked the Las Vegas
Organized
Bowl.
chaos.
Yes.
Yes.
In that stadium, which I've been there before. I worked the Las Vegas Bowl a couple years ago when it was
Brand new.
brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah. But being there now, knowing that it's the same architect, designer, all of that as the Titans Stadium, and just seeing it and feeling it and looking at it with a different eye, knowing that, hey, the Titans are about to open one of these. It's sweet.
Does it have the translucent thing?
It does.
Roof? Yeah.
It does. And of course, that's the first thing I look at when I walk in there is look up at it to see how wide it is. And mine was a day game. It was a noon game. Now it was cloudy out. It was like kind of rainy on New Year's Eve there. So, you didn't have like full sun coming in, but
see what that would look
it
like.
felt, but it felt open and airy and bright. Like, it's going to be sweet. So you do know though, so my bowl game was played on turf. That they had turf in there. And then, I ran into Dan Mullen in UNLV plays there as well. How sweet is that?
That's funny.
Yes.
When Titans played at Vegas this year.
You literally just told us to break.
Yeah, I know.
Here
But
you
then I
go.
just thought of something. It's okay. We watched them switch the fields.
Isn't it
While we were
awesome?
setting up for Titans Radio.
That's what I was going to bring up.
It was
cool.
the coolest thing because they have the grass field just sitting outside of the stadium.
Which it has like a special system under it to make sure that it's growing and healthy and
then there's
all
like
of that.
this giant parking garage that it just rolls through.
Brycer
really cool.
says going to be fun for concerts too. Hell, yeah.
It's gonna
it will.
be
All right,
awesome.
I wanted to get your more detailed take on what we now know publicly, organizationally, and how things are divided up.
Here's my non-detailed
and
take. It's about damn time.
And now Mike Borgonzi's a real general manager with general manager responsibilities. But that's great to know. So now we will hear from, when we come back, Mike Borgonzi and what he had to say today, and get your take on what you hear when we play these things. That's next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Thanks to our friends at Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com.
Good afternoon. It is 4:04. I'm Justin Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs studios. In NFL news today, several coordinator changes happening across the league, including the Commanders deciding to part ways with both their offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury and defensive coordinator Joe Witt Jr. The Cowboys also decided to move on from their defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus from this season. And the Lions announced today that they have parted ways with offensive coordinator John Morton. The Tennessee basketball team is back in action tonight as they host Texas at the Food City Center. Tip-off at 8 o'clock. You can hear the Vol Network call the game right here on The Zone with pregame starting at 7:30. For your foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Y'all 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Don Davenport is here, y'all.
What up, party people?
Party people.
Happy Tuesday. That's right.
Slay Dog is in Charlotte. He will be on the SEC Network desk tonight. You can catch him there. He'll be back tomorrow. We'll all three be here tomorrow. Matt Zenitz had this in the first 7 hours of the transfer portal when it opened on January 2nd. 1,101 players had already entered. First 7 hours. It's really difficult to keep up with all this stuff. So it's almost like, I love it. I love talking about it. And I'm going to ask y'all the question later, like, do y'all love it? Like, how do you feel about all this transition in college football? And then, yesterday we had the story that DJ Lagway may end up at Florida State. He visited. So Florida quarterback visited Florida State. Today,
that's Satan-like.
You just called DJ Lagway Satan. No, Satan-like.
Yeah.
Today, former Texas wide receiver Parker Livingstone, who is best known for being Arch Manning's roommate, has committed to arch rival Oklahoma. I remember didn't you have a basketball player that went to Alabama?
Yeah.
And then that stud receiver that you got, what was his name? Cam, he may go to Alabama.
Cam Coleman?
Cam Coleman, yeah. He may go to Alabama.
Forget his name.
I've got so many names in my head right now.
I thought he was talking about a different Cam because I was like, there's way
so many
you
Cams.
don't remember Cam
Well, I thought you were
Coleman.
making like a joke, like, oh, we don't care about him anymore because he's not on Auburn.
Well,
dude,
I mean, that is true.
Are y'all reading as many names as I'm reading? Like, there are a lot of names flying through my head right now. Like, it's been a long day of going through this stuff.
That's fair.
So we'll get into the portal stuff in just a little bit, but let's continue our discussion about Mike Borgonzi, the general manager of the Tennessee Titans, meeting with the media today. Obviously a big responsibility, and he's heading this coaching hire. It's clearly defined now. Mike Borgonzi talking about this head coach hire and getting it right for the future of the organization.
We've done a lot of work here on these candidates, and we intend to bring in the right coach for this team long term. That's going to work with us to grow this team, to get it better, to really instill a culture here. That's what we need, Paul. We need a leader that's going to show up here every day here to work and really just instill that belief, instill the attention to detail, the accountability piece that we need here, and the unity piece to bring everything together here in this organization. So I do feel really good about the process that we've gone through to identify some of these candidates, and that's the goal. That's the intention, to get a head coach in here that's going to be here for the long term and to win a lot of games.
I mean, big picture, all of that stuff is right. I don't know
no kidding.
Right.
I mean, what's
That's
he going to say? Yeah, our intention is to bring in another head coach who doesn't know what he's doing and, doesn't fix the culture and what. I mean, what else is he going to say?
One thing, so the official list that have been reported is Kansas City offensive coordinator Matt Nagy, who, by the way, says he does not want to call plays. So I think that's an
Good to
interesting
know.
part of his element. Vance Joseph, defense coordinator, Broncos. He's been a former head coach. Chiefs defense coordinator, Steve Spagnuolo. Indy defensive coordinator, Lou Anarumo. Washington offensive coordinator, Cliff Kingsbury, who is no longer the Washington offensive coordinator. Dang, what are you doing over there?
Oh, is it loud?
It's very,
Sorry.
very loud. Are you cleansing yourself for January?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I sound so redneck in that clip.
She says that to me so many times during breaks when she's cutting spots, and my headphones are very loud. And when they're not on my head, I mean, you can hear them all in the room.
Turn that Shiano down, man.
Browns former coach Kevin Stefanski, Raheem Morris, also former Falcons coach. So those are the names so far. Jim White did tell us yesterday, he's like, I'm going to go back through my notes real quick from the last coaching search. He was like, there were 11 names on the first wave.
Did they actually interview all 11?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Zooms or whatever.
Zooms or in person, yeah. So I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names.
Okay.
So last time around, there were 11 on the front end. So there will be names added to this. Also, there are people they can't talk to yet. So we'll see.
That will also be added.
Would you be shocked if they interviewed a college guy? Like Freeman from Notre Dame or
apparently they were interested in Marcus Freeman, but then Freeman announced he was returning to Notre Dame.
okay. But would you be surprised if a college football coach got in the mix?
Maybe not for an interview, but
Like a due diligence kind of thing?
yeah. Maybe. But that
You never know who's going to shock you in a room like that. You know what I mean?
I know, but can I say this? Is this franchise in a position?
No.
Thank you.
to go that route?
Yeah, to go that route. It's not.
I think they need a former head coach, someone that's been there and done that. As we're talking about it, it's this time of year.
We are talking about
Zach,
it.
what do you
Speaking
got?
of a former
got
head
fired?
coach, Ravens have fired John Harbaugh.
Wow.
Bring him in.
So we were waiting on that one.
Wow.
I would definitely add him to the list.
I think he's out of the candidates. He's the number one. He's the number one option out of all the candidates.
Titans
now.
fans, how would you feel about that?
Yes, I'm 100%. He's a proven winner. He's consistently made the playoffs.
Oh, if you can
He's
interview
won a
him, you
Super-
have to interview
He's won
him.
a Super Bowl.
Do you think he would take this job?
Well, out of the jobs that are open, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Giants, Raiders, Cardinals, now Ravens. Here's the thing about the Ravens job. You immediately think, okay, that's the best job of the ones open. But what is that job without Lamar? Because that is a very real possibility that he is going to get traded and they're starting over there
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
to some level. So we talked about this yesterday. A lot of people think that the Falcons job is the best job, but this is before the Ravens just came open and that the Titans were second. So if the Titans are one of the three, if I'm John Harbaugh, I would interview.
Titans fan, would you just run it that higher?
His path is interesting and used to be a more consistent way to becoming a head coach in the NFL is through special teams. Because that's the one positional coach or coordinator that works with the entire roster. Right? So like special teams coordinator used to elevate to head coaches a lot more often than they do now. But that's what he was. That's an interesting question.
I mean,
John
the
Harbaugh.
chat is go get him, hire Harbaugh,
All
bring him
caps.
in. It's either here or Atlanta for him. I would sprint at that hire. Holy crap, the chat is on fire. Let's go Harbaugh.
615-737-1045. John Harbaugh, Ravens have fired John Harbaugh. He is on the market. I mean, do you want it? I mean, I think the obvious answer to this question is yes. Do you want the interview? For sure.
Oh, no doubt. That's
Would you
that's
hire
a
him
no-brainer. I'm
is-
talking
is
about
another one.
the job. And the other question is, would he want this job? And Mike Borgonzi was asked today, why is the Titans an attractive job for a head coach? This is what he said.
Like I said, I think we have some really good people in the building, people that are respected throughout the league. in the front office here. I think we have a young rookie quarterback that is ascending. Obviously, be a second-year player next year. I think we have a young nucleus of players that you can build on here, that have started to kind of build this culture the way we want it to be. Jeff Simmons. I mean, who wouldn't want to coach Jeff Simmons on defense? We have the city of Nashville. Really, I mean, it's a great place to live, and we have a new stadium coming. So there's a lot of really good, positive things to come here. But the first thing is the people in the building. We have a lot of experience here throughout the building, a lot of good people, and we have support from our ownership group, and Amy supports us in everything that we do here. So those are really the reasons why I think this will be a really attractive place for a coach.
Mike Borgonzi meeting with the media today. We've got a lot more to get through with regard to that coming up. Stay tuned for that. Our friend Tommy Renshaw just made a great point. John Harbaugh grew up here. Well, when I say here, Bowling Green. His dad, Jack, was the longtime head coach at Western Kentucky. And I'll have to see how old he was when Jack was the coach there, because I know Jim was older. So I'll check that out. But they did spend a lot of time in this area, so very well aware of Nashville. The other point some of y'all are making in the chat is, we went through this yesterday, the Titans' 2026 opponents are official dates and times to come. The home games will be against the Texans, Colts, Jaguars, of course, Jets, Commanders, Steelers, Eagles, and Browns. The road games, Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Bengals, Cowboys, Giants, Raiders, Lions, and they will play in Baltimore.
There you go. You even get a chance to say screw you again.
Which is also Derrick Henry's opportunity to go against the Titans.
Or
it's also a very Harbaugh
hear me
thing,
out,
though, right?
Bring Derrick Henry back.
Oh, get out of here.
Way to go into a break with that. 615-737-1045.
All right, it is a new year, which means maybe you want to make sure that your finances are in check and that one day you can retire. Maybe you enjoyed this time off and you're thinking, okay, how much longer till I can retire? That's where Trajan Wealth comes in, and that's where they can help you. They can be your partner in your financial wealth journey. 2 locations here in town. They've got offices in Brentwood and offices in Franklin, and you can go get a complimentary consultation with them. And I will tell you that they are wonderful when you sit down with them, because that's exactly what I did to talk about retirement. And it is one thing to save for retirement, but it's another to actually feel ready for it. And that's where Trajan Wealth can help you. They can help you build a real plan, less guesswork, more peace of mind. They explain everything. They went through different options for me and never once tried to sell me something that I did not need. If you want a clear path forward, call Trajan Wealth and get ready for retirement. 615-270-5000 is the phone number. Like I said, offices in Brentwood and Franklin. You can check them out online at TrajanWealth.com. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth LLC, SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone. John Harbaugh has been fired by the Baltimore Ravens. Add him to the interview list, Titans. Let's go. A lot of y'all want to just hire him right now. Like, don't even interview anybody else.
100%. I'm with that.
I mean, do you even need to interview him?
Yes, Babs.
Hey, so do you think he wants to keep coaching? How old is he?
I think
he's up there.
He's 63, maybe. He was born in 1962, so there you go. 63.
I don't do math.
Yeah, he'll be.
Yeah, 63. He'll be 64 this year.
So I was off on his age. So Jack Harbaugh, his dad, was the coach at Western Kentucky from 1989 to 2002. I did an internship over there in the middle of that, like 96. And Willie Taggart was actually the quarterback at
Holy moly.
yeah, and Rod Smart was the running back.
Not to age yourself or anything.
Willie
but
Taggart was the quarterback.
Yikes. He's had like 5 jobs.
Rod Smart was the running back, which you may not know, but you may know when I explain that he hate me in the UFL. Is that what it was?
I think back then it was something else, but yeah,
So-
it was XFL then, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it was XFL.
Mm-hmm.
So because they all had nicknames on their jersey, and he hate me.
So good.
But I got to know Jack a little bit, and he is literally might be the nicest guy in the world. And he ended up winning the national championship at Western Kentucky. But while he was in Bowling Green, John Harbaugh was 27 to 40. He was 27 years old to 40 when Jack Harbaugh left Bowling Green. So John Harbaugh's been in the game for a while. He took over as special teams coordinator with the Philadelphia Eagles in 1998 to 2006, defensive backs coach in 2007, head coach of the Ravens since 2008.
God. That's
Right?
a long
18
run.
seasons?
I feel like because his brother is still coaching in the NFL, I feel like he'll still want to coach.
Well, I mean, Jack coached until, he's 86, and he coached, I have to look that up. He coached late in life. And you're right, Jim's still out there. Jim's a little bit younger than John. But, yeah. So, a lot of y'all have opinions on this. John Harbaugh fired at Baltimore. That's the breaking news today. 615-737-1045. Robert is in Virginia. Robert, what's up? Welcome in.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing, man?
We're good.
Good. How are you?
All right. Yeah, man. Zephyr was just talking my first time calling, but I listen to y'all all the time, man. Zephyr was just talking about when y'all went to break, and he said, talking about Harbaugh, bring him in, but bring Derek. But I'm telling you right now, if Harbaugh comes, you got to bring the King back. You got to bring him back.
Package deal. I don't know if it's going to work that way. The King's under contract.
I know it. I know it. But the thing is, if you can do it and bring him back in, then tell me how sweet this would be. Now, we got a situation where over in Baltimore, there's been some talks already about how they don't like how Lamar is doing things and, how he's going about, setting up stuff and practicing and things like that. All right. Now, you set him up. You set Harbaugh up with Cam, which Cam don't have no problem doing that. He going to do that anyway. He going in the locker room. He going to do what he going to do after the game. He going to set everything up. Then you bring the King back with that, with the draft that we just had, right? With these third, fourth round draft picks that we just had with these wide receivers, we doing it like that. Borgonzi doing those things like that. You bring them back together, somebody better watch out. I'm trying to tell you. Bring them on in here. Let's get it on. Bring the King back. Let's get it happening.
All right, Marvin Gaye.
Love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get on off here. I know y'all got a whole lot of stuff to get done with. Y'all ain't got time to hear a whole lot of talking. So I'm getting off here. I love y'all, man. Hey, let me know what you think.
Love you, Robert. Don't be a stranger, man. One call.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah,
we'll
right.
talk to you soon.
All right. Let's get it on.
He did. Marvin Gaye. Dude, Jack Harbaugh is 86 years old. You know the last year he coached? 2023.
Yo.
He was on the Michigan staff in 2023.
What did he really do?
I don't know. He was the Stanford running backs coach in 2009. 615-737-1045. That's what, that's like 70. John Harbaugh is going to keep coaching. He's going to keep coaching. What do y'all think? 615-737-1045.
No, he
Bam
has
in
a
Nashville.
Super Bowl.
Bam, what's up?
Yo, what up, Bam? How y'all feeling?
Great. What are you up to, Bam?
Man, I'm on my way to the studio session. Real quick, look, if y'all can call Amy, tell her to bring John in here tonight. We allow Chip in on the flight or whatever's got to be done. I will say this, though. I think if John comes in here, I think Denard keeps his job. I think because did Denard come from Baltimore?
Yes, he did.
So I think Denard probably keeps his job somewhat.
Wow, yeah, I didn't think about that. That's definitely possible.
Yeah.
Because they always let the
he
new
wants
coach.
it.
They always but they always let the new coach do the assistants. So
Yeah.
well, that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
hopefully, if Todd Muncie don't get a job, hopefully he brings Todd over here, keep Denard in here. Yo, I think that'll be a fresh look, man.
All right.
I love it. I'm all for it.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Good to hear from you, man. Happy New Year.
Same to you, bro.
I think he's standing next to a windmill.
When's the last day you can say Happy New Year to people?
Yesterday.
Not today.
No, we're done.
But that's the first time I've talked with Bam since the New Year.
I don't care. It's the freaking 6th.
So, how many
It's been almost a week.
positions that are still currently filled will now open up because of the potential to get Harbaugh?
I mean, he's the number one guy now.
I'm looking at
He's the
maybe-
most coveted guy.
Miami with Mike McDaniel, who they were teetering on the edge with.
Harbaugh will get to choose his job, right? So, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Giants, Raiders, Cardinals. I mean, the Ravens is open also, but, you know.
Say it again. Titans, Browns, Falcons.
Giants, Raiders, Cardinals. I think the Titans have a legit shot here.
Out of those teams, I would say it was between Falcons and Titans.
I would think Falcons.
Falcons kind of seems like a landing spot he would go to.
Are there more job openings this year than there were last year?
That's a good question.
It feels like it.
I also don't think we're done.
Right.
Maybe we are.
I mean,
Does Jets
the
open
Raiders
up?
happened, and I was like, that was definitely happening. I think Jets might happen.
Dolphins. Aaron Glenn's only been there 1 year, but it was terrible.
I don't know.
Dolphins. That one's been rumored too. I mean, so that's 7 of the 32. We did this math yesterday when it was 6, and it was 18.75%. 7 divided by 32 is 22% of the jobs are open in the NFL right now.
Ain't easy.
615-737-1045. Joe in Nashville. Joe, what up?
Earlier today, a caller on the morning show complained about Borgonzi bridging a thought in his press conferences with all the time. I've noticed it several times before.
I noticed it today.
Took
I do
him
it
to
too.
task and
I do too.
laughed at the caller like a little girl. And that kind of surprised me about Buck because I thought he was more mature than that, but apparently I was wrong. But
Why would you think Buck was more mature than that?
he seems like a very smart guy, but apparently
smart.
Oh, he's smart, but he's also a smart ass. I mean, that's what we all know about Buck.
Well,
And we love him.
I do too now.
Yeah.
So,
No, we love him, but yeah. I mean, he's
But
kind of a
the
jerk.
press conferences, we're as fans, we're leaning on those heavy now, and because we're not winning.
Well, here's the thing about voice pattern, and I know people complain about us and everything like that, and us doing what we do, we go back and listen, and it's easier for us because we replay some of the show at 6 o'clock, so it's easier for us to kind of monitor the way we say things. But it's funny, like, once you fix something like that, something else pops up. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people that complain about somebody using a lot, if they actually recorded themselves and went back and listened to them talking, they would find things like that too. So I don't get real worked up about any of that.
Well, you're making it up as you go for a lot of people when they're bridging thoughts with pauses.
Well, I think it's more like, I think people psychologically don't like the dead space. And so they fill the dead space with things and move on to and part of what you're saying is they're thinking also. I don't know. Interesting discussion that has nothing to do with sports, but a lot of what we do has nothing to do with sports. But yeah, that's interesting, Joe. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I just did it. See there? I'm serious, y'all.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. That's why nobody wants to hear their voice. Like, you don't want
I hate, watching myself.
Oh, we've got a clip of you
Critique.
dancing. That's probably going to hit the internet.
No. That better not hit the internet. I will take somebody down.
John Harbaugh's worst season
Here we go.
in the NFL
That's in there working.
2015, where he went 5-11. Outside of that, didn't have less than 8 wins.
So he never
Any other
had
seasons.
he never had a 3-win season? Is that
Never
what
had
you're
a
saying?
3-win season.
And the Titans have had 2 in a row?
Yeah, since 2008.
Okay. 615-737-1045. John Harbaugh fired at Baltimore. Y'all want him? Gary in Kentucky. Gary, what's up?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Good, Gary.
Good.
What's happening?
I was just thinking about Harbaugh getting a job. Well, Tennessee don't have state income tax. That's a lot more money for him.
I have a feeling he might not really care about money.
Maybe, but it's funny. That does get thrown out. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you, man. That does get thrown out a lot. But when you talk to people that are considering moves like that with significant amounts of money, they do think about that stuff.
I know
Because
players do.
Players definitely do.
And sometimes, who was it?
Now college players can.
Aziz, when he got here, Alshire?
Yeah.
Because he came from San Francisco. Wasn't it San Francisco? Yeah. And
Yeah.
and he was like, yeah, that first paycheck hit. And I was like, oh, dang. Huge difference. Yeah. Makes a difference.
737
Especially when you're talking that kind of money.
Kevin in Hoptown. Kevin, what up?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Hey, first off, Don, I watched the game you did, I think, Montana State versus Montana.
Yeah.
Thought you did a great job. I know you were cold out there. It's cold up there.
It was not warm.
It's funny
Thanks,
that you brought
Kevin.
that up, Kevin, because somebody put in the chat that she looked cool in the first half and freezing in the second half in that game.
That damn wind picked up in the second half. We hit like 50 mile per hour
Well,
in
the
that
other thing
second
is
half.
she's cold in here if it's not 80. So there's that.
And it was 30 there. But they kept telling me how it was so warm.
Oh, 30 for those guys. They're
You
like
did a
ice
great
fish.
job, great insight, and we appreciated it.
I appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you.
You're welcome. Second point, they need to hire Harbaugh. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Tennessee needs a winning coach. I don't care. Tennessee is sorry. Vanderbilt's sorry. Titans are sorry. Auburn, all these teams are sorry. Tennessee needs a winning
Why you
coach.
got to throw Auburn in there?
I'm sorry, nothing personal. But they need to just pull up the armored truck and let that man have what he wants and bring him in here so we can have a winning team. I don't even follow the Titans. I don't even like him, but I promise you, if they hire him as coach, I will be at some games and I will cheer for the Titans.
Love it, Kev. Hey, man. Thanks for the call, man, and all the positivity there. Appreciate you, brother.
Take care. Yep.
A lot of
This is
Kentucky calls coming in today.
There has been zero negatives on Harbaugh.
There's no pushback on John Harbaugh.
There's zero pushback. Like, you want to win the coaching hire, you go hard after John Harbaugh.
615-737-1045. John Harbaugh fired by the Baltimore Ravens. He is on the market. Y'all want him. Thad Springfield. Thad, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, man.
How are y'all?
Great.
Good.
Hey, I was riding, man. I'm sure I told you guys before, I do appliance repair for a living, so I'm always in and out of my truck. I got in the truck and I heard about John Harbaugh getting let go, and my jaw dropped.
Yeah.
I just wanted to reach out as a rational Titans fan and give a reason why I would say I would absolutely take Harbaugh. Number one, obviously the pedigree. Now he came into a team with a bunch of studs, right? But specifically, I wanted to cite the transition between Flacco to Lamar, where they went from a very vertical passing, and then he moved to, I believe the guy's name was Greg Roman, was OC, the guy who helped was OC in San Francisco with Kaepernick. They kind of embraced that role for the quarterback. And then I believe you had Todd Monken at one point as OC. It would also open up the door for Denard to stay. And any coach with that type of pedigree is going to look at Bones Fossil and go, yeah, hey, barring that Walker, what's his name? Denard Wilson and Fossil would want to stay, then you have the connection on the defensive side to Harbaugh, a good coach in Fossil, a good coach in Harbaugh. Now, who's your OC? And I think that Harbaugh has definitely shown flexibility going from a guy like Flacco, big tall statue, to a guy like Lamar. So, I'd say back the Brinks truck up, bring him in here. He checks all the boxes of a previous head coach. He's got flexibility. That's the captain of the ship now. That's just my opinion. Love you guys. Happy New Year to everybody but Babs.
Thanks, Dad. Because I said you're not allowed to say it anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. 615-737-1045. Those are all interesting points. And I would imagine whomever the head coach is would want to keep Bones at special teams coordinator.
I think that's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
You guys saw how excited I got when they actually hired him.
Yeah, he has all of the respect in the league.
That's what he does, and he does it well.
And then that's interesting
and
about the connection with John Harbaugh and Denard Wilson, and maybe you don't have turnover there. But, yeah, you do have to bring him in.
Titans fans are all in on a Denard Wilson.
But think about what he had to freaking work with. They traded two of his starting corners in the middle of the season.
He didn't have Sweat.
Every safety went out by the end of the year. Every single safety was gone.
I couldn't.
Except for Hooker. He
missed the last game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it was bad.
Prior to this season or the last couple of weeks, I could not have told you what college, who the hell half of those guys in the secondary were. No way.
I mean, he kind of talked about that in one of his press conferences.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wasn't very happy about people getting traded off his starting defense. What do you want me to do out here? There you go. 615-737-1045.
Oh gosh, now you're going to notice it, and it's going to be
for sure
ugly.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
And this is an interesting development today. Now, it had been rumored that John Harbaugh was in trouble on a hot seat there, but isn't it amazing what one kick? What was that guy's name?
Tyler Loop, rookie.
What one kick can do.
A 44-yard field goal that he's probably made a million times
in his life. If you make it, you're hosting a playoff game, and your head coach is still the head coach. One missed kick, your season's over, and the head coach is fired.
I wonder if...
And your fiance is getting death threats.
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Fiance? Who's going after his fiance?
Baltimore fans.
Come on, internet people.
You said yesterday how crazy Baltimore fans were.
What have I told you? The worst fan base in the entire country.
Yeah, where is Bert? Get
Ravens.
Bert on the show.
I think he's getting ready to do prime time with
almost
with Buck tonight.
Oh, he is?
For A to Z.
Well, he can make some time for us.
Bert, come on.
I'll text him.
Think about it. If he makes that kick,
he'll say no to Zeph. He'll say no to me. He will not say no to you. This is my prediction.
Yeah, I already texted him. He told me he was getting ready for prime time. But if Tyler Loop makes that kick, is this Tomlin sitting in Harbaugh's seat today?
Maybe.
And I'd hire him immediately.
And I'd have the same reaction. I'd have the exact same reaction.
So basically, the loser of that game could have been the Titans. We could go back and see that happen.
Yeah.
The Titans take the loser of that game.
And everybody's probably ecstatic about it.
Either way, you guys go with Tomlin. It's funny, Pittsburgh guys were ready to let him go. What was the line? He said, didn't one of the reporters ask him what if he had made that kick or whatever?
Yes.
And he responded with the old, well, if my aunt he said if my aunt had male parts, she'd be my uncle.
That's exactly what he said.
He ended the press conference.
And then he was like, we good? We good? I'm done. That's it. That was so good.
Oh, man. Everybody wants Bert to show up. Defend your people, Bert. And what do you think about Harbaugh? Bert, from a Titan perspective, I mean, he's a Ravens fan. He pays all of his attention to that team. And we still love him. Bert's like a teddy bear, man.
Did you see the video of everything he ate at Music City Bowl?
Yeah.
I'm not sure teddy bear is a great way to describe him.
I think that leads right into teddy bear. He does have a video on everything he ate at the Music City Bowl,
which included
is on
2 hot
Instagram.
dogs.
And those hot dogs
are big
at the Titans Radio Suite. They are huge. He ate 2 of them,
along with nachos and fruit, and
there was something else.
My favorite description of
stuff.
Bert comes from Babs, who says he's the smartest redneck she's ever met.
Yeah, he is.
John Harbaugh fired. Y'all want him? 615-737-1045.
Guys and ladies, get real about your health this year with Synergix and Low T Center. For a limited time, the men's CRT test is free. Women's hormone test, normally $299, is now $99. And the weight loss consultation, that right there, is free. Walk in or book an appointment at GetMyHealthFix.com. Now, what's really real, you got to understand this. In today's AI world, you can't even trust your own eyes anymore. You got to stop and ask, is this real? Well, you know it's real. Why? Your health is what the experts at Synergix and Low T Center can do to change your life. If you have been suffering from symptoms of low testosterone, such as constant tiredness, lack of focus, or just feeling off, Synergix and Low T Center, you can meet with a real provider, not a chatbot on a website. You get real pricing, not a surprise when a bill comes from a website. You get real results, and boom, you're in the game. This is where all the guys go, man. I'm telling you. Once you turn a little bit over 40, you find out them low T levels, you need to get on top of them because you want to be feeling good and want to be feeling happy. Women, the exact same thing. It's open for you, too. All you got to do is go to GetMyHealthFix.com. That is Low T Center.
Oh, look, it's that time again. Hey, you on my mind again. World class international. Tell them meet me in Nashville. And it's not up for discussion, just a lot of walking buckets. One player get that medal. 4 weeks, it's all or nothing. We made the rules how we play right now. Give me the ball in my hand right now. Tell them to keep it a band right now. I think we hot in demand right now. Yeah, rise to the challenge, never ran from them. The roster filled with champions. The music city selling this is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game.
3HL 104.5, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Babsy, with you until 6 o'clock. Slay Dog is in Charlotte. He'll be back tomorrow. 3HL is presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com.
Shout out to them, by the way. My unit and my rental property went out. I was in Vegas. Great timing. But texted them. They went out there, said it's shot, and took care of it all in the same day. It was 20 years old. Yeah, it was time.
You give Spring Hill Heating and Cooling a lot of business.
Yeah, I know. I would like to not give them a lot of business. I love them and all, but I would like to stop giving them business. Hopefully everything is new now, and so I won't talk to them for a while.
They obviously do a great job. You continue to use them, and all y'all can definitely count on Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. So if you have any HVAC questions or concerns, those are your guys, springhillac.com. You brought in a big bag of rando candy. Were you cleaning out your pantry again? Is that what happened?
I was. Don't say it on air. I don't want Mr. Babs to hear it.
Well, the problem is you brought M&Ms, and I literally told you, M&Ms are good every few months. And you're like, that's a weird thing to say. But then I laid them all out, and I have this problem, y'all.
Yes, you do.
Everything has its place. Everything needs to be in order. So I have little piles of color-coded piles of M&Ms.
I'm like, what? So which color do you eat last?
And I said orange because of Tennessee. And but then I said,
I didn't even put two and two together.
But then I said, do you believe in the Make-A-Wish on green M&Ms thing?
I've never even heard that.
Is that a thing? Have you heard that?
No.
That's just you, Mayor. Maybe that's something your mom taught you growing up.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just old enough
to
go through many cycles of things that are, either cool or not. So I looked it up, and what green M&Ms are known for is not that.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I just looked it up.
I did not know that.
The concept of making a wish on green M&Ms is rooted in an old urban legend that the green candies are an aphrodisiac, Mayor.
Yeah, when you Google it, that's what comes up. That the green M&Ms are an aphrodisiac.
So, do you know where part of that comes from?
Randy candy is what they are.
Wait, hold on. This myth was particularly popular in the 1970s and 80s,
of course,
Mayor.
So
this definitely came from
Do you
your
remember
mom, didn't it?
M&Ms? M&Ms, their marketing thing was having each color be its own character, and the green one was always the female character. And in the commercials,
did they not have another female?
Well, so
the green one was the only female, and in the commercials, they made her a little bit more seductive than a piece of candy needed to be.
That's well said, because I did notice the same thing. Because I Googled Lucky, green M&Ms Lucky, and all of that, Lucky stuff popped up.
Oh, here it is. M&M's brand leaned into this legend, using it in advertising campaigns and creating the flirtatious.
Green M&Ms.
Flirtatious. That was a good description.
Oh, here we go. The design was later updated to be more inclusive. Isn't that just our society as a whole?
Oh, man, lean in. I think it's funny.
Oh.
I did not know any of that.
Well, there you go. I mean,
see, I always know part of stuff.
Chocolate in general is considered an aphrodisiac, right?
So thanks for bringing chocolate to the work.
Would you guys like to add a name? You guys want to add a name to the Titans head coaching search?
Yes.
I mean, for those just tuning in, John Harbaugh fired from Baltimore, and there's no pushback from anybody.
We have not had one caller or one person in the chat that has said negative.
Well, this is a former head coach, not named John Harbaugh, that will be interviewing the Titans. Jason Garrett, former Cowboys head coach, will be interviewing with the Titans on Friday.
Wait, why are you no immediately?
I just never liked him in Dallas.
Okay, but he's in Dallas. That's an absolute Shiano show all the time anyway with Jerry.
I don't know. That's a great question. I should have a reason why I don't like Jason Garrett.
I mean, I guess you can...
He's bad on television.
You can say lack of postseason success, maybe.
But to your point, how much of that is Jerry with the roster and the...
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Harbaugh fired. Our listeners are calling for Bert to come on. I texted him.
He's not coming on.
No, he's not, because he said, I can't. I've got to, I'm prepping for prime time. I got this. But
Doesn't he do that show without a shirt on?
A lot of the time, yes.
How much prep do you need when you're going to do a show
Not just
without
no
a
shirt. Typically, he's completely naked.
Okay. Nope. Okay.
So this is where we're losing Bert to preparation for that.
Yeah. I guess he's got to take his clothes off.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Anyway, he did send me a text and say, you can relay this message.
Oh, he's got a message.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready? This is from Bert. To all the Titans fans that were in my DMs talking about, oh, Ravens are choke artists. Ravens can't get it done. Don't be lining up around the block to say, we want Harbaugh now. There you go.
Well, they're lining up around the block.
Mm-hmm.
It's like biscuit love over here.
The Ravens, you got to remember, the Ravens were in that hole
Pancake
because
pantry.
Yeah.
The Ravens were in a bad
you know.
hole because they were without Lamar Jackson for well over a month. You got to remember that. So there's a reason why they were trying to fight for their lives at the end. It's because they missed out on one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL for a good chunk of the season.
I think.
And they were still in it at the end. And they should have won that
but
game if your kicker kicks a field goal.
It was 18 years, longest tenured along with Mike Tomlin in the NFL. Sometimes it's time for fresh blood and a change. I get it.
Sometimes it's good for everybody.
And
the Titans
old
when they hired John Harbaugh.
blood would be great, according to Titans fans here in Nashville.
He's been the coach of the Ravens longer than 3HL has been on the air. And we came on the air January 2010. So this is year 17 for us.
Wow.
As a show. You've been here forever.
Hey, no, not compared to you.
Well, I've been here for it all.
You've been here. You're the
But
only one who has been here for it all.
You've been here longer than anybody else that was a host on this show.
That's crazy. I'm about to start, year 9?
Yeah.
Oof.
I think Slay's starting like year 5. Maybe year 4.
Crazy. I think it's 5.
I'm trying to do the 3HL bingo card too while we're talking. It's harder with 2 people. 615-737-1045. There's a Darrington out east. Darrington, what you got, man?
One, I don't want no Matt Nagy down here. He ain't never called no plays. Don't want to go through that no process. And I damn sure don't want no John Harbaugh down here because he doesn't know when to play Derrick Henry. How you don't know when to play Derrick Henry? It wasn't based off that kicker missing the kick. It's based off Derrick Henry didn't get the ball in the second half. Why? Again. And every time y'all don't give him the ball, y'all lose. Common sense ain't common. And what is John Harbaugh known for? He was a special teams coach. We already got one of them. Go get Mr. Flores, the one that said Tua wasn't going to be a nothing, and we found out that Tuna turn the ball over ain't nothing. So he wanted Justin Herbert. The man know what he's doing. Go get him and find somebody that's competent that can run offense, and then there you go. And you start that way. But please do not bring Babyface Johnson. He ain't even a good Harbaugh. Who's got it better than us? It was always Jim. Y'all have a great rest of y'all.
Thank you, Darrington. You're the first pushback on John Harbaugh.
First. And I got to be honest, your reasoning leaves a bit to be desired. It's not high on the list of good reasons.
Coming up at the 5 o'clock hour, we'll continue this discussion. There are 2 lines open if you want in your opinion. John Harbaugh available. Jason Garrett now getting an interview, former Cowboys coach and then turned TV analyst. 615-737-1045.
Good afternoon. It is 5:04. I'm Justin Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs Studios. And NFL news today, just coming out about an hour ago. The Baltimore Ravens have officially fired head coach John Harbaugh after 18 seasons with the franchise. Baltimore becomes the 7th job opening in the league, while Harbaugh becomes the top head coach candidate for the other open jobs. The Titans are also set to interview former Cowboys head coach and current TV analyst Jason Garrett for their vacant head coach position, according to Adam Schefter just a few moments ago. Tonight, number 21 Tennessee basketball back in action as they host Texas at the Food City Center. Tip-off is at 8. You can catch the Bowl Network call of the game right here on The Zone. Pre-game starting at 7:30. For your foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful evening in the Music City. I said this yesterday, and I just pointed this out to Babs. We were on the Lanai. It is no longer dark AF. Dark at 5. We're on the other side of the hill.
Let's go.
Getting more light. Which you know where I stand on that. I brought it up yesterday. Like, spring forward and stay there. And somebody was like, yeah, but then it'll be light at 4:30 in the morning. Yeah. At some point. And I'm like, yeah, but it's dark at 4:30 in the afternoon. Which do you want?
Definitely morning.
I want it dark in the morning.
Yeah.
Start my day with like dark skies and coffee. A dark drink, dark skies, a dark mood. And let's go.
Speaking of dark, I got a little dark news update about John Harbaugh.
Uh-oh.
Adam Schefter puts out just a few moments ago, he's expected to be the favorite for the head coaching job of the New York Giants.
Oh, New York Giants.
Really?
Not
okay.
Now, he does say Harbaugh will be in demand from many other teams, not just the Giants, but it is interesting that
so they have
that's come out that
the
quick.
Jackson Dart pool, right? Like, so how much of a pool is Jackson Dart? The thing about, and y'all remember, you were saying I was crazy when I was all in on Jackson Dart in the NFL draft. But the thing about Dart, and he had a great rookie season, right? But he gets murdered out there. It's like Jackson Dart is the kid that you're like, hey, man, look both ways before you cross the street. Nah, he's just running in traffic.
He will not be able to last if that doesn't change.
Right.
He just
so
won't.
If that changes, then that's a nice piece. That's probably attractive to a coach, blah, 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 all those things.
I think Cam Ward's a more attractive quarterback.
I do too, but all those guys have different opinions about what they look for in all these things. So we'll see. Don Davenport is here, y'all.
Let's go. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy New Year, as Mayor keeps saying. It's
Happy
January 6th.
Well,
We're
I say it to
past
people
the New Year.
I say it to people I haven't talked with yet this year.
Okay, well, what if you don't talk to somebody until February? You still going to tell them Happy New Year?
Happy New Year. So I just had a conversation with Murph over at 99.7 WTN during the break. And I showed him the sweatshirt that I'm wearing, which is a white sweatshirt with the 3HL logo. And it's got Mayor written underneath the logo on the left breast, should I say?
No, you shouldn't say that.
What should I say?
Not
Chest.
that.
It's on your left.
It's on the left
side of your
chest.
the things that come out of your mouth when words are just flying. And he said, oh, that's nice. And I said, yeah, Zeph got us these for Christmas. I said, did Jackson get you anything? And he goes, as a matter of fact, Jackson got him $100 to Jimmy Kelly's. And I was like, damn, that's like Nashville OG Steakhouse place.
Yeah, it is.
Over off Elliston. Good call, Jackson. Now, then Jackson admitted that it was kind of a 2-for-1 thing, and he was there over the weekend. And
He got a discount on it. He got a buy one, get one.
Plus, he got one gift instead of 3, which we keep telling you not to do it. But the thing about it is that Zeph is one of those people that just loves to think about and get presents for people. He's not in Walgreens on Christmas morning. He's not that guy. Zeph put some thought into it, which we appreciate. Usually
Good job, Zeffy.
Usually Babs is the one that makes us all get stuff for each other. But she didn't do it this year. I knew I was free when you went on your trip.
Oh, yeah. She was busy this year, so I stepped up for you.
I didn't have time to do crap.
You had like 4 games in the last 10 days?
Yes. 4 games in 10 days, and they were in...
Cross country?
Yeah. Montana, Vegas, Memphis, and Nashville.
M. Bob says, I dig the sweatshirt. M.E. Rich Brand says, Jimmy Kelly, definitely a Nashville treasure. That is true. Laura says, nothing wrong with buy one, get one.
I love me some buy one, get one.
Ron, we'll get back to the Titans thing here in just a second. Just want to see what the people are saying in the chat. By the way, you can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook, live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Ronique says, happy Insurrection Day and pre-Greenland Invasion Day. I don't know. Emmy says, that's my dad's favorite steakhouse in the city. So there you go. 615-737-1045. So John Harbaugh fired by the Baltimore Ravens. All of this has happened while we've been on the air. And Adam Schefter says he's the favorite to land the New York Giants job. Jason Garrett's out there, too. He's going to interview
for
the Titans head coaching position.
Is he the favorite for the Giants job because the Giants want him the most or because Harbaugh?
Yeah, I want to know who Schefter got that information.
You know what I mean?
What side it came from.
This is Schefter. It's either front office or agent. That easily could be the Giants putting that out there. I wonder if stuff like that comes out and then got like John Harbaugh in this situation is like, wait, what?
I
think that happens often.
I think it happens all the time.
Harbaugh's like, man, I haven't even left the facility yet. I'm still cleaning out my office.
615-737-1045. All because Luke missed that kick.
Tyler Luke.
Was it the holy water? Was it the holy water?
It was 100% it was the holy water.
Did you see that? The priest before the game?
Yeah, for the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the holy water.
In that end zone.
I want to know what Ramon Foster, who just showed up in the chat, thinks about Harbaugh.
Well, everybody else wants him.
Speaking from someone on the opposite side of the Ravens for his entire career.
Titanomics said Bridges read that like it was nothing. I read lots of things like it's nothing. I don't have time to have an opinion about that on this show. 615-737-1045. How's Miranda Lambert doing over there?
Still silent.
Why does she have nothing to say? She only sings? Is that what it is?
I think she fell off the wall.
What are some of the other things that I had written down today that we need to, in the midst of all of this craziness? Oh, transfer portal news. Ole Miss quarterback Austin Simmons has signed with Missouri. However, he will remain with Ole Miss through their playoff run. Simmons started the first 2 games, then injured his ankle, and then was replaced by Trinidad Chambliss, who never gave the job back up. He completed 60% of his passes for 576 yards in those 2 games, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Y'all remember, in the offseason, media days, I fell in love with this dude, Austin Simmons. He reclassified when he was in high school from 2025 to 2023. He got to Ole Miss at the age of 16 years old, and he already had a degree.
You loved him.
I loved him. He graduated high school at 16 with a 5.34 GPA. Take that, Zeph. What was yours?
Not that.
In college?
No, high school.
Oh, high school, I had a 4.0.
You didn't have above a 4.0? By the way, I
We didn't
hate
do-
the above 4.0.
We didn't
Our
do
generation, you couldn't have
We didn't do the
before
weighted.
above a 4.
Our school didn't do the weighted GPA.
Yeah, so he graduated at 16 with a 5.34. He earned his associate degree in high school. He earned a bachelor's degree at Ole Miss at 19 and graduated before he ever played football.
That's crazy.
He's working on his master's in sports management. He just turned 20, has 2 degrees, and has 2 years of football left, so Missouri gets him. Are you good with these players like signing with another school but waiting until after the playoffs? I mean, obviously Ole Miss is allowing LSU coaches to continue to coach, and why would they not? They're in the Final Four now.
Yeah, that's why the calendar needs to be switched.
From On3.com, former Arizona State quarterback Sam Leavitt visited LSU Monday, and Pete Nako says Leavitt has built a great rapport with offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss Jr., who's also trying to win a national title for a rival school. He's trying to sign one of the top quarterbacks on the board, but also coaching a rival school trying to win a championship. This is a crazy day of college football. Not singular day, but time that we're in. Former Auburn quarterback and 5-star recruit Deuce Knight entered the portal.
Deuce.
Well, I mean,
he has 4 years of eligibility. It looks like it's going to be Ole Miss for him.
Auburn went and got Golish's guy from USF.
Former Tennessee corner.
Yeah, but part of that was because Deuce was bolting.
Former Tennessee cornerback Ricky Gibson has visits lined up with Auburn and Texas A&M. And former Texas wide receiver Parker Livingstone has committed to arch rival Oklahoma. Those are some of the bits of news.
Didn't Kentucky get the Notre Dame kid?
He did.
Yes.
Kenny Minchey. He's from here.
He was supposed to go to Nebraska.
Where was he? Pope John Paul? Yeah.
And then he flipped.
Yeah.
And allegedly he flipped because it was basically like Kentucky was like, hey, blank check, come on. And that had something to do with it. But, I mean, he's unproven.
Dom, what do you
Which is right up Kentucky's alley, isn't it?
The storyline with Minchey was that he forced a quarterback battle in the offseason at Notre Dame when they brought a guy in, and no one thought there would be a battle.
Right.
And it went to the last week. That's kind of the Minchey deal. But, yeah, you're right. So he gets a blank check, and he's barely played.
Life of Hey, Dawn, what do you think of this Ty Simpson situation? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I mean, he's not going to the NFL.
So are you saying that he's going to be Tennessee's quarterback next year?
I don't know.
Because that's the rumor. If he doesn't go to the NFL, he's headed to Knoxville.
Do you think he's going to the NFL? Although I guess it's probably a decent year from a quarterback standpoint. I mean, what do you have?
You've got 2 first-round grade guys so far.
Mendoza and
Dante.
Oregon. Yeah.
Has Dante Moore declared yet?
I don't know.
Or is he waiting till
Matt
after?
Miller has 11 first-round grades. There are 32
technically
picks.
He's waiting until afterwards, but I don't think it's official.
But now, like, these guys are making $4 or $5 million to stay in school. So, I don't know. Chris Lowe wrote about it, and what y'all are alluding to is there are rumors about Ty Simpson going to Tennessee.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't think he goes to the NFL.
You were on 3HL, right, when we had him on a couple of times?
Yep.
And it was definitely, at least what he told us, it was Tennessee and Alabama.
Yes, no doubt. No doubt.
And with us, at that time, he was non-committal and then ended up choosing Alabama from Martin, Tennessee.
I mean, I think he'd be a phenomenal fit at Tennessee. I think Heupel's offense would be
that would be the biggest
home
home run quarterback acquisition.
For the Vols, yeah.
And he'd be a Heisman candidate and all these things.
Yeah.
Especially with the wide receiver core that they're going to put together and the running backs that they're always putting together. Yeah. Now, they need to beef up the offensive line a little bit more, loosen some guys in the portal.
Did get a guy from LSU today, 6'8", 330.
I saw that. God, he's huge.
Yeah.
In the
started
chat,
2 games at left tackle.
Distinguished gentleman or something said, Ty will not go to Tennessee. Why would he? From Alabama. Makes no sense.
Have y'all seen how many players are jumping from Bama?
Tons of sense.
It
makes tons of sense. He's from Martin, Alabama.
Tennessee.
Martin, Tennessee. Tennessee was one of his last choices.
Well, it's
when he originally came out of high school.
Players are jumping from everywhere. But I said yesterday, it's like every time I open Twitter and there's portal news, it's some dude leaving Alabama.
Okay. So a lot of Alabama people are saying, yeah, but look at who it is that's leaving. It's, it's players that didn't play, or maybe it's players that were not as productive as they probably expected.
But if Ty Simpson were to leave, that is
would be huge.
Big thunder strike. Here's the thing about Alabama, and I told you all this. DeBoer is 20-8, so they have 8 losses in the last 2 years. You've got to go back to, what did I say, 2006 and 7? 6-7. To find 2 seasons where they had that many losses. And it was Mike Shula's last year and Nick Saban's first year. And so they've lost 8 games in the last 28. Dawn, prior to that, to find 8 losses, you've got to go 68 games. That Nick Saban thing, man. That's something. But
It's real.
they were in the playoff this year. Sort of. Sorry. 38-3 stuff. Chris Lowe next from the Fiesta Bowl. We'll check in with him next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
MedicalHouseCalls.com. Healthcare designed for your life. It's 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., 615-838-2375. I'll give you that number a little bit later, too, because I know you're going to need it. Coming off this holiday break, probably hearing a little sniffles, kids going back to school, bringing germs home. You got it right here at your fingertips. Primary health care, urgent care, IV therapy, all under one roof at MedicalHouseCalls.com. Now, with the IV therapy, it's the best at getting you back to feeling yourself. Feeling fatigue, your persistent illness or injury, difficulty focusing or being productive, there's an IV therapy just for you. Athletic recovery, immune boosting blends, rapid rehydration, all of this fits. Your vitamins and minerals and nutrients going straight to your bloodstream. You get maximum absorption, giving you rapid results and immediate symptom relief. So reach out right now and understand that through the primary health care, urgent care, all of this, they can write you prescriptions, even if you're not in town. You just got to go through the process. Call Medical House Calls at 615-838-2375. They book your visit. Medical providers will be at your door to deliver care that gets you back ASAP. It's MedicalHouseCalls.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty on Davenport with you. John Harbaugh on the market. Fired by the Baltimore Ravens today. Interesting tweet you saw from Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
Brent Doherty, Don Davenport with you as you look for it.
Hold on, I got to go pull it back up because I've been on everything else now. So, you were talking about his sources, right? It's either front office or agents, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, clearly it's Harbaugh's agent because he tweeted in the first 45 minutes after John Harbaugh was fired this afternoon, his agent, Brian Harlan, said he received calls from 7 NFL teams expressing interest in his client. Shefty put, there are currently 7 NFL head coaching openings, but one of those includes Baltimore.
So the other 6 contacted, and another
which means
team.
the Titans did.
Yes, and another team that hasn't fired their coach yet. I would guess the Dolphins.
I would say the Dolphins or the Bucks. One of those two Florida
Bucks,
teams.
Jets. I would guess it was the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say that because I'm pretty sure Lamar said he wanted to go to Miami.
He did say that.
So that would make a lot of sense.
Also, if you need a quote from a guy at a press conference, go to Tua. Tua will say anything. Like, he was asked about, hey, you want a new start? He's like, yeah, that would be cool. Basically, this guy.
I mean, have you seen some of the injuries he's sustained?
I know, but don't say that. Come on. You're still there. Who's writing your check right now? Chris Lowe is out in Arizona. Chris, how's the weather out there?
It's what you would expect, about 65 and a little breezy, and the sun's been out most of the day.
Well,
man,
it's not that here.
Just flexing. I mean, I walked into that.
It was nice today, but not that.
Chris is with On3.com, of course, in Arizona in advance of the VRBO Fiesta Bowl, number 10 Miami, number 6 Ole Miss. Miami a 3.5-point favorite. That game is Thursday at 6:30 on ESPN. We will get to that game and the other games, but Chris, I want to start with this, something that a lot of people around here have been talking about. How possible is it that Ty Simpson is the Tennessee quarterback next year?
Yeah, I mean, in this day and age, man, anything's possible. When you start talking about quarterbacks moving around, I was just talking to Carson Beck a little bit ago, and I imagine 2 or 3 years ago, saying, hey, you could be the Miami quarterback playing the semifinals, or 2 or 3 years ago telling Trinidad Shambliss, he's at Ferris State, you're going to be the quarterback at Ole Miss. Don't even start the season as a starter, come in as a backup. Now here you are the guy. It's just such a different age now for quarterbacks. Everyone's looking for experience. Everyone's looking for a guy who's played. I think the greatest, if you ask me what are the possibilities, the chances, I think the greatest chance is for Ty is he's going to be playing NFL next year. I think if he is a first-round pick and he and his camp get the kind of feedback they want, that he will be a first-round pick, I think that's what he'll probably go do. I don't think it's a slam dunk. But I do think that's, he's in the scouts I've talked to, think he'll be the third quarterback taken. It's a lighter draft for quarterbacks. So,
that's
Mario, if he's 3, then there's a chance he's probably going to go somewhere in the latter part of the first round. If he decides to come back, I absolutely think Tennessee would be a possibility. I think Oregon would be a possibility. I've heard Miami since I've been out here. Could be a possibility. Listen, he's a kid who's played. He's tough. He's been productive. You look around now. Look at the quarterbacks in the semifinal. Fernando Mendoza, been around forever. Carson Beck, been around forever. Both transfers. Trinidad Shambliss, been around forever. Another transfer. That's the way teams are going now. They want kids who played at that position, who've seen things, in some cases, who played at different places. And so Ty would fit that. So I'm not surprised at all if he does decide to come back, that he would not end up at Alabama, would end up elsewhere. So, but again, I think the most likely scenario, if he does indeed get a first-round draft rate, is that he's going to turn pro.
That surprises me.
How big is the mushroom cloud following that 38-3 loss to Indiana for Alabama? And again, they've lost 8 games in the last 2 seasons. They haven't lost that many in 2 seasons since Mike Shula's last year and Saban's first year. How big was that in that world?
Well, in the world of Alabama football, really big. I mean, when you lose to that degree, and you lose to an Indiana team that, despite the incredible job that Kurt Signetti's done, I mean, that's a program that was nowhere even close to being on Alabama's level 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. And now here they are. You play them in the playoffs, and they don't beat you, but they beat you up. They embarrass you physically. So, yeah, and I think it's 2 of the last 3 games that Bama played this year. They got beat up badly physically by Georgia in the SEC championship game. Now, I give them credit. They came out back from the dead against Oklahoma and won a playoff game. But you guys know, when you're a program like Alabama with the tradition and the pride, and you get beaten like that, and I don't care if Indiana is the best team in the country. By the way, I think they are, and I think they will win it all. Mm-hmm. And you get beat like that, yeah, the cloud is pretty significant, and it's probably going to get bigger and bigger as this offseason goes. Bama needs an infusion of talent in some key areas. I think Keelan Russell is probably their quarterback of the future, which if Ty doesn't come back, I think he's a guy certainly that they believe in and think he could be special. Offensively, they didn't play great in the offensive line this year. Ty Simpson got beat up a lot. Now, part of that is he went off script a lot. He's a tough kid. He wasn't afraid to run around and scramble. But he took some major hits. I was talking to another coach in the league, and he talked about how he got hit. And when he gets hit. And, he battled through injuries most of the year, but they got to get better up front. They got to figure out a way to run the ball. And people have asked me a lot about Alabama over the last week plus. And I always start there, that the physical nature that it takes to win at the highest level starts with being able to run the football. Because if you can't run it, typically you're not great at stopping the run. And Bama this year didn't protect him that great, and they didn't run the ball at all. And those are things they got to fix in a hurry.
Chris Lowe with us from On3.com. It's a crazy world we live in, Chris. And On3 is all over the transfer portal. Pete Nakos and everybody doing great work there. But I thought this was a great example of where we are in the college football world. This story coming out, Pete Nakos, former Arizona State quarterback Sam Leavitt visited LSU Monday. Pete Nakos says Leavitt has built a great rapport with offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss Jr., which is great to hear considering he's coaching another team, a rival team, trying to win a national title. What a world we live in right now.
I talked to Charlie 2 days ago, and I said, do you know what day it is? He said, dude, I don't know what hour it is. I mean, he's shuffling back and forth between Oxford and Baton Rouge, and he's in Phoenix now. In fact, Ole Miss's media day slot's getting ready to come up, and he's going to be here. And you're right. I mean, you're right in the middle of the portal. You're trying to secure a quarterback, someone like a Leavitt. He's a big part of that. And the other thing for Charlie is, his name was bandied about everywhere for the last few days about him might be possibly going to the NFL. I talked to him 2 days ago. He says, no, that's not right. I don't have any interest in going to the NFL. I'm committed to LSU. But the first thing, I want to make sure I finish it out, do my part in helping Ole Miss win a national title. Welcome to college football 2026. And you know what? You better buckle in, because there's going to be a lot more of this going forward.
What do the kids do now? Gap year. He needs a gap year, I think, before he goes to LSU. Just calm down. Go sit on the French Riviera or something. I don't know.
Yeah, coaches, players are coming and going, and you know what? It's weird how all these coaches are coaching one team but taking jobs at other schools, but the players have been doing this for a while, but it's just a reminder. Don't beat up on the players, okay? Yeah. Do not beat up on the players, because this year more than ever, we've seen coaches coming and going. So, hey, it's a two-way street.
It is. Back to Tennessee real quick. If they don't land Ty Simpson, are there 2-3 other guys they're looking at that you've heard?
I think the UNLV quarterback's another one that I've heard that they like. And certainly a guy that they're evaluating and would look at. And I think there's some others too. Remember too that there's always players who get in the portal that jump in maybe a little bit later that we don't expect to do so. There's always surprises, and so we'll wait and see if something like that happens. They, in my mind, Tennessee needs a portal quarterback. They got to have one. I don't think you can go in to next year. Certainly, if Aguilar doesn't get the other year, I don't know that he will, but you cannot go into next year with just the 2 youngsters and think that you're going to improve on this year. That's not fair to either one of those guys. I don't think either one of them are going to be ready to play. So you got to go get somebody who's played, has experience. I think that's going to be a truism, guys, going forward. You're going to see very few schools go into a season anymore with a quarterback who hasn't played, who hasn't had any real experience. They're going to have somebody, whether it's a transfer, whether it's someone who's been on campus like a Ty Simpson, sort of paid his dues, like a Gunnar Stockton, who's been on campus, knows the offense. When he gets his shot, he's ready to go. But, turn it over to a true freshman or even a redshirt freshman who's never played, I think those days are over.
Did you say UNLV quarterback Calandria? Is that who you're
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he had 33 touchdowns or something? He was the Mountain West Player of the Year.
Yeah,
he visited Florida State along with DJ Lagway, which is crazy.
Yeah, I remember him from Virginia, though.
Well, come on, Don. If you're playing quarterback now in college football, you played for at least 3 different schools.
I'm like, how is he still eligible, A? B, I didn't think he was that good.
Again, if you just dropped in from Mars and you've been on Mars for like 15 years and you dropped in now and you're telling them all these stories about quarterbacks and who's playing and how many years they played and where they played previously, they would believe you. They look at you like you were from Mars.
Yeah. Fat Five Freddy wouldn't know what to do with this.
Yeah, so I mean that's just sort of where we are. I know it's hard for the traditionalists to get used to, but if you don't adapt and evolve, Bama's the same way. I think Bama's got to go in and get a portal quarterback. Because they got 2 there, regardless of what happens with time. But they've got 2, Keelan Russell and Austin Mack, that I'm sure they're trying to keep those 2 kids from transferring. And I don't know if they keep all of them. I think it's probably doubtful. So you need to go in the quarterback if you're Bama. I don't think you can ever sort of sit still anymore and not think you at least got to look in the portal at that position. If you do, you're probably going to get screwed. And, look at what Indiana did. They had the Heisman Trophy winner this year, Mendoza, who comes in from Cal. They go get Hoover.
Yeah.
And he's the guy next year. And that's again, it seems weird that you want to bring in the old days of bringing a quarterback, develop him, maybe have him sit for a year, maybe he's ready to play the second year. Now you're letting other schools develop them. You're letting other schools develop those kids. You get them, and then you plug them in.
Well, and then you try to do it like on the sly, like develop a guy when nobody's looking. Your game, the Fiesta Bowl, Miami, Ole Miss. On paper, I really want to go Miami minus the 2.5. I think it's up to 3.5 now, which I did go Miami minus the 2.5. But Ole Miss scares me. That whole storyline. This is one of the great stories in college football, man.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best in a decade or more in my time of covering ball. And I've written that. I've said it. The way these kids, and I think the thing that makes it such a great story, the players. Forget Lane, forget all the coaches who've been coming and going. I mean, certainly the guys who stayed on the staff have played a big role in this. But for those kids to stay together and keep believing and not let that become a distraction and play some of their best football. Because remember, even that Egg Bowl, they have to go on the road against their biggest rival. There's all that's floating out there. Is Lane coming back? Is he going to go? Is he going to stay? Well, they absolutely boat raced Mississippi State that day. Mm-hmm. They do the same thing to Tulane. So they go and they beat a Georgia team that was playing. I felt like Georgia was playing as well as anybody, and they beat them in the Sugar Bowl. So it's they're playing at a level with the kind of confidence, and you've seen this sometimes in sports, where you're like, wait a minute, there's something special about this team. And that might be very well the case with this Ole Miss football team.
I think the thing to look at in this matchup is, number one, Chambliss was on a heater late in that game against Georgia. There's no question about that. Georgia couldn't get to him. Miami's going to present pressure in the backfield. They've got Reuben Bain Jr., we all know about. They've got a couple of pressure sources on that defense. They're really good defensively.
They got a bunch of pros up front on defense.
Yes.
And they come after you, and they're pretty good in the secondary, so they're able to, and because they're so good up front, they can place a man behind that and take some chances back there in the secondary. But yeah, I mean, protecting Chambliss will be critical. They did so against Georgia. Mm-hmm. But Chambliss is an offensive line's best friend because he gets rid of the ball quickly. He doesn't hold on to the football. Mm-hmm. He knows where he wants to go. I mean, he's played 5 years of football. I understand he hasn't played 5 years in the SEC, but he's seen a lot of different things, and he's got great escapability. he just has that feel in the pocket. When they're coming, he pivots and he's out. And when he's on the run, the thing about him is, yeah, he's good at making at yardage running the football, but his eyes are up. And how many times in that game the other day did he escape and get out and find somebody down the field? I mean, that's where he's at his best. And when you've got a pass rush like Miami's, you've got to have a quarterback who has that type of ability, and he does. So I agree. I think to me, that's the storyline, Brent, is what does Ole Miss do, or how well they do in protecting him, and can he help himself, by getting out of the pocket and making some plays down the field? Because I think there's going to be chances to make big plays down the field with the way Miami likes to play defense.
Yeah, and Bain loves to get up the field, so that might be a thing to watch too. Is watch for Chambliss to maybe take off after he goes wide and maybe run the ball that way too. Oregon, Dan Lanning's the motivation master, but Indiana, I don't know how you go against them.
Well, I'll tell you what Nick Saban told me this week when I talked to him for a story. He says they're the best and most complete team he saw all season. And he said the word he used was they're elite. They're elite in the offense. They're elite up front defensively. And they lost their best edge rusher. The Daly kid didn't even play. He got hurt in the Big Ten championship game. And, there was zero drop-off. I don't know, as I think through their team, haven't seen them, that I would say this part of their team is definitely a weakness. They check all the boxes. They got two great receivers. They got the Heisman Trophy winner quarterback. Their defensive line has been outstanding. They protected up front. And they've got three linebackers who are all really good players. And once again, have a ton of experience. And they also have a cover corner who did a great job against Jeremiah Smith in the second half, and the Pons kid. So they just seem to have everything it takes to win. And I know this is not necessarily going out on a limb because of the way they played all year, but I think they're your national champion. I think they're going to win it all.
Chris Lowe on 3.com. It's going to be fun. We got a game Thursday night. We got a game Friday night. You get to hang out in Arizona, which is cool. And appreciate you hopping on.
Always a pleasure. It's always good catching up with you guys, and hope some of this gorgeous weather drifts your way.
By the way, do you think Lagway ends up at Florida State?
It would sort of be par for the course, wouldn't it?
It sure
would be
would.
so great. I love drama.
You have
sacrilegious.
You have him at Florida State. You have Simpson at Tennessee. You have all these guys, and of course, I'm being a little facetious here. But it would sort of define the era we're in now of guys going here and going there, and never in a million years thinking you'd see this player playing at this place. And I just think that's what football fans better get used to, because you're going to see more of that. Guys are going to go where, A, they can get paid, okay, and B, where they think maybe if they need a new start or a fresh start, or there's some tie there or connection, there's going to be, that's going to happen. And you look at, Texas Tech paid the Sorsby kid, $5 million plus a year?
Yeah.
$5 million plus a year. He's a good player, one of the more coveted quarterbacks in the portal. But when you've got school, and Miami's certainly got cash to pay, and Oregon's got cash to pay.
I heard Miami offered him $6.
Yeah, so he
and I think Miami will jump in again. I'll repeat. I think Miami will jump in, or would be willing to jump in the Ty Simpson deal.
So basically, he spent $1 million to go to the same school his girlfriend's going to.
Yeah, girlfriend's got to pull. Girlfriend's worth $1 million.
Women, man.
Hey, what Randy wants to say? Straight cash. So it's
straight cash, huh?
These quarterback salaries. We're going to be talking here in a couple of years, and we're talking 4, 5, 6 now. It won't be too long before we start nearing the $10 million level. It's coming sooner as opposed to later.
Chris.
It's not like it's going to go down.
Them making money, but holy.
What it's going to do, it's going to turn situations like Ty Simpson, instead of being like a late first-round pick, he's going to come back to school. You know what I mean? And so then you're going to
see. If I'm Ty.
Now, maybe.
He's kind of kid. I think Ty enjoys college life. He enjoys, being a college student.
But you're going to see better college football play because players are going to be there longer. They're going to be more developed. Right. And I think if you're a college football fan, you'll love it.
Yep.
What would Peyton in this day and age?
Oh,
Peyton came back for his fourth year at Tennessee, right? We all know that. What would Peyton have made? What would he have commanded in this day and age if he decided to come back for another year?
8.
I mean, he'd be the top paid guy. For
What
sure.
about Cam Newton? I mean, that 200,000 is looking pretty damn cheap now for my Auburn Tigers.
You know, Cam's thinking about that.
Every kid I've talked to and covered over the years brings that up to me. Well, Chris, what do you think I'd have been worth? What would have been my amount had I played? I'm talking about some really good players too.
Yeah.
But remember, Peyton was the number one pick in the draft.
Yeah,
Cam was too. And Cam played, but Peyton played 4 years at Tennessee and came back for a fourth year.
What would Slay have been worth?
Yeah, well, Slay just for Slay's his personality, you had to take an extra $2.5 million for that.
Well,
crazy.
It's going to be a fun week. It already has been. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, man.
Have fun.
Okay, guys. See you guys. Take care.
Chris Lowe on 3.com. All right, we are desperately late for a break. We'll be right back. 3HL Bingo card next.
All right, we know the flu bugs going around, all kinds of stuff going around, and maybe you are in the midst of it, and the last thing you want to do is try and get an appointment with a doctor or go sit in an urgent care where there's even more germs around. That's where medical house calls comes into play because it's healthcare designed for your life. So what do? Well, they come to your door, your home, your living room, and assess what you need within minutes. It's super easy. You can either call or text Medical House Calls or go online at medicalhousecalls.com. Set up an appointment, medical providers at your door to deliver you care that gets you back as soon as possible. And we're talking 7 days a week. So Monday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., which is perfect if you have a crazy schedule during the day. They've got same-day appointments available and next day guaranteed. Put this number in your phone just in case you ever need it. 615-838-2375. They also do a ton of other stuff. Active recovery, IVs from workouts. Maybe you hate doctor's offices just for a yearly checkup. They can come to you for that. And they can handle pretty much anything. Primary health care, urgent care, IV therapy, medical weight loss. Medical House Calls does it all. Go check them out online, medicalhousecalls.com. Give them a call, 615-838-2375. It's healthcare designed for your life.
Things said during the show that were not on the 3HL bingo card will come to light momentarily. Also, Albert Breer with the Titans interview schedule. We have that for you next. Stay tuned. Brentwood Jewelry. I know y'all don't want to hear it because you're just getting over Christmas, but Valentine's Day is coming up. Valentine's Day is coming up. Brentwood Jewelry has you covered. Get in there, and they will help you out. BrentwoodJewelry.com is the website. For more than 50 years, Brentwood Jewelry has been proudly serving the Brentwood community with exceptional style and exceptional deals every day. As a family-owned and operated business spanning 3 generations, these guys are deeply rooted within the community. From Salem's service in the Special Forces to his sons serving as local firefighters, the Imamali family is dedicated to giving back. In a time that is imperative to support local, shop Brentwood Jewelry. They do a great job. Maybe you're thinking about popping the question. Let them help you take the stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget. Browse their incredible selection of one-of-a-kind rings or talk with their custom design specialists to create a stunning ring as remarkable as your loved one. Watches. They have the best selection of watches. Love going in there and looking at all of the timepieces that they have. Nashville's premier timepiece dealer is Brentwood Jewelry. Not only do they have the best selection of watches, but they're also the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes, both vintage and current models. You can own a fine pre-owned Rolex for a fraction of the cost. Every watch has been meticulously serviced to ensure the highest level of performance and is presented with a 2-year warranty. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. If you're new to the show, we do this thing called the 3HL Bingo Card in this last segment of the show. Things that we didn't anticipate hearing during the show were not on the pre-show bingo card, but they're on the end-of-show bingo card. They let the head coach do the assistants. I simply meant that they were the new coach will hire the assistants and whoever's back all that. He's smart, but he's also a smart ass.
Oh, that was me talking about Buck.
Thanks for bringing in chocolate to the workplace, Babs.
It's an aphrodisiac.
They're lining up around the corner for John Harbaugh. It's like biscuit love up in here. And then you mentioned also pancake pantry, which is true.
If you know, you know.
And Chris Lowe about Ty Simpson. If he comes back to college, I absolutely think Tennessee is a possibility for him.
I was surprised that he thought he would probably go NFL. And it's simply because of what you can make as a quarterback
He's
now.
probably the third quarterback. But is that a first-round quarterback this year?
I'm going to say yes.
I will say yes, too. But I don't think it goes deeper than 3, maybe. There's always a guy that pops up that everybody falls in love with. And
like Tyler Shuck.
It might be Dante Moore from Oregon. Even though he's already up there, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up going number 1.
And the top 3 in the draft are going to need a quarterback because the Cardinals are going to get rid of Kyler Murray.
True.
See, Titans fans, don't you feel good that you have your quarterback?
Oh, we got to do this, Zeph. You got to let me do this because I tease it. Albert Breer, Titans interview schedule, Wednesday, tomorrow. Colts defensive coordinator, Lou Anarumo. Broncos defensive coordinator, Vance Joseph. Thursday, Chiefs offensive coordinator, Matt Nagy. That's definitely one to watch with the relationship there with Borgonzi. Friday, ex-Cowboys coach Jason Garrett. Y'all want him? Saturday, ex-Browns coach Kevin Stefanski. The hope is that John Harbaugh will be added to this list, too. Appreciate
the
y'all.
Titans have called.
Yep, we'll be back at it as a threesome tomorrow. Well, there's another bingo card. Can't get out of here. Can't get out of here. We appreciate you including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. 3HL with the organized chaos, and we appreciate you rolling down the river with us every day. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be you unless you're shout out to John Harbaugh. Come to Nashville because a lot of people here really, 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 really want you.
There's a lot to do, John.